To be a Steelers, consider others before you consider yourself. To protect your brother, even from himself. To give support at your own expense. And when wearing the black and gold suit of armor, make sure nobody desecrates it, disrespects it. Most importantly, we ourselves don't dishonor it. From previous legends who have donned the black and gold. These virtues I learned while playing for the Steelers are what make the legacy of the black and gold timeless. They are passed down in the locker room from the steel curtain to anyone who valiantly wears the black and gold. Creating a brotherhood that is deeper than money, business, and winning. To be a Steelers, consider others before you consider yourself. This is our culture, Steeler culture.
Now, here are your hosts, Rob and Dan, the Steel Twins.
Steelers Nation, thank you kindly for tuning back into the channel on this Friday night. We are here to discuss the Steelers versus Seahawks home opener for the Pittsburgh Steelers, their Week 2 matchup. The preview, the Steelers coming off of a very, very nice dub, over 30 points on offense for the first time in quite some time, versus the Seahawks coming onto the road after losing to a divisional rival versus the San Francisco 49ers. A tough defeat, hoping that we can kind of rain on their, I guess it's not really a parade. It's more of a
early season
situation.
Early season start, considering that it's a bit of a different regime over there with Seattle as they are in their second season with McDonald, their new head coach just a season ago, former Ravens defensive coordinator, who is very familiar with us, and we are very familiar with him. So that's something to keep an eye out for sure.
It is, man. But we got the Seahawks. I'm very excited for the game. I don't know how you guys are feeling. I'm feeling pretty confident. Just going to get that out the way already. I'm feeling confident about this one. I think we can walk away with a dub. But after the first week, after some trial and error, after a few little runs, I'm sure the Seahawks are going to come just a little more prepared, especially seeing what the defense, the Steelers defense, that is, they allowed to the Jets last week, man. We got to be a little on edge. We got to be a little more prepared for this one, but I'm still feeling confident heading into the home opener. A lot of history between these two teams, folks. We all know Super Bowl 40, the Steelers' 5th Super Bowl win. Jerome Bettis' last game ever. Walked out of Detroit, Ford Field with a Super Bowl ring. Say what you want about that Super Bowl. The Steelers still won at the end of the day. It is in the history books. As a matter of fact, right by Rob's side, you can see the logo and the two helmets on the.
Yep, just right there. Yeah.
Obviously, I don't know how many of you guys remember this game. Anytime I think of the Steelers and Seahawks, I highly think of the 2015 matchup.
Oh, you just got to. I mean, it was a crazy game, but our defense just was not great.
No, it wasn't. The 2015 defense might have been one of the worst defenses in franchise history. That game sucked. We won. Oh, we didn't win. They won. The Seahawks won. Doug Baldwin killed us. What do you have, like 2 or 3 touchdowns in that game?
No, but who can forget the performance by Marcus Wheaton?
200-plus yards.
201 yards to be exact against the Seattle defense, the Legion of Boom defense. The most that they have given up to any wide receiver. Marcus Wheaton holds that title.
But we still lost.
Yeah, we did.
We still lost. Sherman, I got to say, locked down AB in that game. One of the few guys that ever stood toe-to-toe with AB. And in that run, nobody could stand with him. And Sherman did pretty well in that one. Obviously, you got to think back to 2019. The last time the Steelers had a home opener versus the Seahawks was 2019, week 2. Same situation. Same Haas. Except we don't want to talk about that, do we? Because there was some unfortunate events that happened in that game that ultimately led into what would be a very interesting 2019 season. I remember that very fondly.
Yeah, it was a wild season. Very crazy, very fun, just a little bit too. You know, considering, you know, like what happened with Big Ben, it's just like, you know what? Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
Even led to Minka Fitzpatrick being traded to the Steelers. And now he's with the Miami Dolphins, unfortunately.
Yes.
I feel bad for Minka, considering Miami's kind of a dumpster fire right now.
It is, but we got Ramsey out of it, and he came away with a hell of a game versus the Jets.
Huge play on Garrett Wilson.
He's going to have to be a huge factor in this one going up against Jackson Smith and Jingba. We'll get into all the discussion shortly, but if there's one guy that should be following JSN, no matter where he's at, in the slot, outside, Ramsey should be following him. JPJ will not be playing in this game. He is declared out. So is Deshaun Elliott. So is Derek Harmon. Big blows already on the defense.
Yeah.
JPJ's not playing. Ramsey better follow JSN. He's literally Darnold's only target. No disrespect to Cooper Kupp, but Kupp's not what he used to be.
Especially last week. I mean, Darnold threw for 150 yards last week. 124 of those came from JSN alone. So, yeah, I mean, you can already see, you know, who the prime target is in Seattle.
Yeah. Danielle in the chat asks, who do the Ravens play Sunday? They play the Browns. Joe Flacco comes home. I think it's at M&T Bank Stadium. Joe Flacco returns home to Baltimore. That should be interesting. I think that game's on at the same time as ours. So obviously we can't watch. We'll be live for it with the live
So
reactions.
we can't witness the Joe Flacco revenge tour.
No, I'd rather focus on the DK. I don't know if you want to call it a revenge tour. I don't think he has any revenge to have against the Seahawks, but the DK game versus his former team. That is going to be a huge storyline, and this one is DK versus the team that traded him away this offseason. The big move, the big wide receiver trade we were so desperate for. We finally got it with DK. He's facing his former team this Sunday.
Yes, he is.
Big story there. Should be very, very interesting. There's a poll in the chat, as a matter of fact. Does DK Metcalf score his first touchdown as a Steeler this Sunday? And a resounding 100 Benjamin% say yes. Yes, he does.
I like his chances, especially with who he's going up against outside.
Yes.
Playing outside cornerback.
And the injuries that they have, the Seahawks have on their secondary as well. I'm feeling very confident about that.
We'll get into it.
We will definitely get into it, but thank you guys for tuning in tonight on this Friday night. It is the end, for some of us, for the work week. Can't wait for the weekend. We got college football tomorrow. We got the weekend ahead. Got some family activity. And then, of course, all of week 2, Sunday action. Love the weekend, man. Love the weekend.
You just love it when football's back, bro.
I do.
It's the best time of the year.
And it's just getting started. It's just getting started now in the blink of an eye. It'll be week 17, and we might be in the playoffs by then. We might be struggling for the playoffs. I have no idea how it's going to go, but a win here would really obviously help that later on, because the earlier wins really do matter. They really do, and the fact we already got one last week, we're going to need to build upon that and get another one this week, especially at home. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys are new here, hit that like, hit that subscribe. We would greatly appreciate it. We got a bunch of you guys in here on the Twitter side as well. We are simultaneously on YouTube and Twitter, so thank you guys for tuning in wherever you are watching, whatever social platform you are on, wherever you may be. We greatly appreciate it. I want to give a huge shout out to Brandon of the Hawks Nest. He brought us on this week for his preview for the Steelers versus Seahawks game, for his Behind Enemy Lines. He does that every week, where he brings on a creator of the opposing team just to get a better understanding of that team and where they're at and how they're functioning, and get a good outlook of that team. So this week it was in regards to the Steelers. So I want to thank Brandon for bringing us on. We greatly appreciate it. The link to that is down in the description box below. Even if you're not a Seahawks fan, or maybe you are a Seahawks fan watching this, go sub to him. He is so close to 20K subscribers. Do us a favor, help him out, give him a huge thanks by giving him a subscription. That'll be greatly appreciated. So shout out to Brendan of the Hawks Nest. Appreciate you again, brother.
Absolutely, big time. Shout out to Brandon, bro.
And before we get into anything, I want to thank the sponsor of today's live stream. This broadcast, this live stream is sponsored by ProfitX. ProfitX is America's #1 sports prediction market where you can win real money predicting sports in 40-plus states. The great thing about ProfitX, it is a peer-to-peer sports prediction exchange where users will play against each other. So you'll be playing against other people placing other bets on different sports. You guys will be playing against other players on the platform instead of playing solely against the house. You can still accept existing odds posted by the house or other players, but a great thing about ProfitX that no other sportsbook offers is you can request your own odds. So you can get better value, real competition, and win on your own terms. We're going to look at the Steelers and Seahawks game here. We're going to look at all the markets. Of course, the Steelers are the favorite. They are -162 favorites. They are 3-point favorites, which honestly, I think we could cover that. I personally think we could cover the spread. I think I do think the Steelers win, and I do think that we will cover the spread. I think we will win by 3 or more. So as a matter of fact, I'm going to take that. Now, they have touchdown scores. They have first half stats. They have rushing yards, all kinds of that. In fact, I'm going to see if I can find one in regards to requesting one. Let me see if I can find any solid odds here. Because that's the great thing about ProfitX is you can request your own odds and get a greater payout. The Zach Charbonnet longest reception over 7.5. I mean, with this defense, you never know. You never really know, do you? He got utilized a lot. Kenneth Gainwell longest reception, under or 9 yards. Well, seeing that he's going to get involved a lot as he got more touches, more snaps than Jaylen Warren. Rob, what do you think? Do you think that Kenneth Gainwell's longest reception is under or over 90 yards or not 9 yards?
Longest reception you said there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it.
Over or under?
I would say over.
So you think Kenneth Gainwell gets reception at over 9 yards?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Well,
I could see it.
Okay. Well, we're going to request the odds here. The great thing about ProfitX as well is they have a dual-based currency system where you can use profit points and profit cash. Profit points is used mainly for fun. You guys can claim 100 points every 5 minutes and then bet that just to have some fun, make it interesting. Or you can use profit cash, which obviously has real monetary value, and you can win more money that way. We're just going to use the points here for now. I'm going to just place, let's say, you know what? We're going to go with 250. We're going to place that. We can win an extra 250 back just to kind of double our earnings a little bit. If you guys want to ride this, feel free to do so at profitx.co. Link down in the description. When signing up today, make sure you use the promo code SteelTwins, and you'll claim up to $200 in profit cash on all plays for the first 30 days playing on the site. Every play you make, ProfitX gives you money back for playing on their platform, up to $200. Terms and conditions apply. So if you guys want to ride here, ride the picks, win more money than you would on any sports book. Link down in the description box below, profitx.co, promo code SteelTwins, and I want to thank ProfitX for sponsoring with us on this video. Now, the part I'm most excited for in this live stream, man. I didn't tell no one this yet. This was kind of a secret thing. This was kind of something that just happened, just in the middle of the night, really, earlier this week. It was just, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to do it.
You bit the bullet.
I bit the bullet. I bought myself a Steelers jersey. I bought myself a new Steelers jersey. Not just any new Steelers jersey. I think you guys can make a wild guess what is inside this white envelope or slip, whatever you call it, this package.
Yeah, the timing, bro. Like, wow.
It got here quick. I bought it off a Steelers Pro Shop because Pittsburgh's not far from here. It got here real quick.
Yep.
I'm going to open this. And I guess this is kind of ending the promise that we made with Mason Rudolph, didn't we?
Yeah, well, you know what?
You might honor it.
We'll see. Well,
Well,
I'm not gonna say anything, but I might honor a certain kicker of ours.
Okay, that's fair.
I might do that.
Well, let's just put it this way. I don't think I could honestly rock a Mason Rudolph jersey all year unless he was the starter. So,
but you never know. Knock on wood. Seriously.
If he ever has to start this season, I'll wear it again. I swear. But for this game specifically, I had to, because he signed a new 5-year contract back in March, April, whenever we got him.
It was March.
And he's playing against his former team. So what better time to get his jersey than right flipping now?
You sure it's not Jordan Berry right there?
That is not Jordan Berry.
Okay, good.
How dare you? I forgot about him.
Yeah, I know.
You know what? You just ruined the moment. I'm not gonna take it out the sleeve now.
Yeah, and he opened the damn thing. Open. Okay, I
You
can't. I
ruined-
can't make a joke about a terrible player.
Yeah, but not when I'm trying to unveil the move we.
Listen, Jordan Berry was not good.
No,
He could not
no
punt
Shit.
whatsoever.
No shit.
He was not good. He was not a good number 4. This is a good number 4. He will honor this for presumably the next 5 years.
Yes.
And he had a great debut against the Jets. DK Metcalf did.
Yes, he sure did. Oh, fuck.
Swear jar.
Sorry.
You know what? No. I'm not going to swear jar that.
gotta-
This is.
I hope that doesn't. All right. I know that's going to be really irritating on the mic. I do apologize.
Yeah.
I just got to look at the name, bro. The name is just. This is.
Yep.
This is reality. This is reality, folks.
Look at that.
That is real.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Metcalf.
That's my number 1 receiver right there.
Metcalf, number 4, bro.
Yeah, buddy. That's my number 1 receiver. I don't buy Steelers jerseys anymore, current guys, just because I don't know if they're going to stay. We locked him up for 5 years, so he going to be here a little bit. I never got a Pickens jersey because I didn't know if he was ever going to be a Steeler for life.
Exactly.
It's hard to get Steelers jerseys now because no one's really loyal in the league anymore. People
That's
just
why
flop
it
and fly
took me.
everywhere.
It took me until, and you at the same time. It took us until Watt signed his first extension with the Steelers for us to say, you know what, I'm gonna finally get a Watt jersey. Because again, you never know. You gotta be safe with these.
No, but this one, yeah, we locked him up for 5 years. Yeah, I'm.
And it's appropriate. It's appropriate with the opponent he's facing, the matchup, whatnot.
Yeah, it's just like I said. I bit the bullet. I had to do it.
So there you go. That's a live opening of a DK Metcalf jersey that my brother got. That
Oh,
he will
yeah,
be
look at
repping
that.
in less than 48
Yeah.
hours.
Now watch, he's gonna switch the number next year. How much you want to bet?
Why would he switch the number?
I don't know. These players do that all the time. They switch the number after a year or two.
I don't think he switches the number.
But yeah, this feels great. You know what feel greater? A win on Sunday. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. In fact, what's the update on the poll? It should still be a resounding 100. It is. It's a resounding 100. Yes. Everybody here thinks that DK is going to score his first touchdown as a Steeler this Sunday. I might have to put a slip on Prophet X on that. I'm just saying. Gonna put it right there. Rob, what do you want to start with?
Let's start with Seattle's offense.
Okay.
Let's start with Seattle's offense, which their offensive coordinator is a new one this year, and that is Clint Kubiak.
That's a familiar name because when we finally ditched Matt Canada and ran the rest of the 2023 season with Eddie Faulkner and Mike Sullivan, we had a OC search, and we're like, let's get Clint Kubiak. He's part of the Shanahan tree. He's, son of Gary Kubiak.
Yes, he is.
And he went to the Saints. He had a great first 2 weeks. They had 40 points each of those first 2 games, and then they fell off. And then he transferred from the Saints OC. He lateraled to the Seahawks OC position under Mike McDonald.
Yes, and it should be fair to note that he was the Vikings offensive coordinator back in 2021, so he's no spring chicken. He's no rookie. He is an experienced offensive coordinator. This is his 3rd team now as OC. He is now with Seattle.
Danielle calls you out and says, Rob, you need to get a Ramsey jersey so Dan can have DK. You can have Ramsey. Yo.
Yeah, 4 and 5, right?
Yeah.
I might have to do that.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know.
Since you're always 1 minute ahead of me.
Yeah, that's fair. I was 1 minute.
He was
before.
born 1 minute before me. So, yeah, he's always got to be one above me.
Yeah, so fun fact there, but
We should still do it.
I don't know. I don't know yet because I don't know how long Ramsey's going to be here. You know what I'm saying?
That don't mean nothing.
It actually means a lot.
We got Juju jerseys.
Bro, we were younger.
We got Connor jerseys.
We were younger, and hey, Connor's a story.
You're right. I love
Connor's
Connor.
a story.
I love Connor.
All right.
Shout out to James Conner, man. I appreciate you getting me a touchdown in fantasy last week.
Yeah.
Let's run it again.
Yeah.
Favorite Shrek movie? The second one.
Second one's good. I don't know. The first one has something that.
See, it's just one of those where maybe the sequel's better than the original. Like Spider-Man 2, better than the original.
Yeah, that's better than the original, no doubt.
Yeah. They're making another one, and I'll be front row watching it. Anyway, back on discussion. Yeah. They got Clint Kubiak now at OC, and last week was an underwhelming performance. It was a very underwhelming performance. They just didn't pop off the scene that maybe Seahawks fans thought they would.
No.
Or maybe they didn't run enough play action. Like, that's typically how he runs his offense. It's very wide zone-esque. He runs a lot of motion and misdirection, which leads to play action, which could lead to more of the passing game opening up, depending on the targets he has. They didn't get enough of that last week. In fact, they ran only 8% play action.
Yeah.
Which is interesting, seeing that they had most of their players be designed runs, and they only settled for 8% of play action. They didn't utilize it whatsoever. And Sam Darnold, I don't think he's that good of a quarterback. I think the Seahawks overpaid for him. I think no matter what, any team was going to overpay for him after what he did with the Vikings last week or last year. But even with the Vikings last year, he had very good success with the Vikings and, of course, with that play action offense with Kevin O'Connell. I don't know why Kubiak didn't entertain any of it. Maybe it's a trial run, but whatever they did last week was underwhelming. It wasn't effective considering the Seahawks defense did well last week. They got 2 interceptions on Purdy, and they minimized the rushing attack.
Yeah, they did. I don't know. Maybe it was maybe a bit of a slow start for Seattle. They only garnered 230 total yards on offense and 13 points. They only scored 1 touchdown, which was by Charbonnet.
Yeah.
But it could be a slow start. It's still the early portion of the season. Maybe it's Darnold having to get used to the new environment, his new targets and whatnot. I mean, he's already connecting well with Jackson Smith and Jibba. Like I said earlier, Darnold threw 150 yards against the 49ers. 124 of those went to Jackson Smith.
Yes.
And that's a guy that we're going to have to really keep an eye out for, because Garrett Wilson had a good game. He had a touchdown. I think Garrett Wilson had 95 yards. He had a very good game against the secondary. And Jackson Smith, we know what he's capable of. He had 1,000 yards last year with the Seahawks. He's obviously their number one, hence one of the reasons why Seattle opted to trade DK to Pittsburgh, and now he's already picking up right where he left off.
Yes.
And we will not have Joey Porter Jr. for this game. He sustained an injury versus the Jets. He did not practice at all this week, and he's out. So we're going to be without a key secondary guy in JPJ.
No, but that's why they brought in veteran and free agent Brandon Echols from the Jets the past several years. Because Ramsey, he'll probably still primarily play in the slot, and Echols will bounce outside opposite Darius Slay. But like I mentioned earlier, wherever JSN goes, Ramsey follows. If JSN's lined up outside, which I think he had, 16, 17 reps outside last week, Ramsey follows, and then you bounce Echols in the slot, and then vice versa.
Yeah, because you're not going to have Darius Slay follow JSN.
No.
I mean, Slay did not hold his own against Garrett Wilson.
It's not that Slay can't do it. It's just I would much rather have Ramsey play that role. You know what I mean? I'd rather him shadow JSN, because you minimize him, I think you minimize most of that Seahawks offense.
Yeah.
Now, I will mention, based off of what the Steelers defense allowed last week, the Steelers might have to automatically respect and put some value to that rushing offense of the Seahawks. Although they didn't get much going last week, they ran it more than they passed it, but still found no success. They still might have to respect it based off the fact that Seahawks are going to see what the Jets did, and they might be run first. The Seahawks still might be run first this week. But on the flip side, maybe that is exactly what the Seahawks are thinking the Steelers are going to do. The Seahawks are thinking the Steelers are going to stack the box. They're anticipating a run, which could lead to a higher rate in play action plays, which could lead to more of the passing game opening up with JSN, with Cooper Kupp. From Colorado State, Torrey Horton. Don't want to take him out the equation.
No, I mean, he's already, for a 5th rounder, he's already a starter for the Seahawks, and talented player. He's got a boatload of talent, unlimited talent at that. He was a guy that we were looking at when we were scouting some wide receivers.
Yeah,
very, very talented guy. If he did not sustain that injury in his last year, he probably would not have fell that far.
No, he wouldn't. I get in terms of his play style, not his character, not his leadership. In fact, his leadership is beyond advanced compared to the guy.
No, I think looking into him, he was what, a 2-3-time captain for Colorado State?
He was. Horton reminds me a little bit of Pickens.
Play wise.
The way he plays, his physicality, how he uses his size, the catches he makes. That reminds me a little bit when I see Horton. They need to use him more. I think if they want to find some effectiveness in the offense and spread the ball around, Horton's a guy they can rely on. Kupp is just older. He's more of that short yardage, dependable guy. He's still got an impact in the league, but, with his injury concerns and him aging, it's just his presence on the field is going to be the most important factor for that, which could open things up for, everything regarding the Seahawks offense if they want to open things up. That's the thing the Seahawks are going to have to do. That's probably what they're going to try to do, is they're going to take week 1 as a trial error and then open things up against a Steelers defense that is one, banged up. They're without JPJ, Deshaun Elliott, and Derek Harmon, and the run defense wasn't stellar at all. And it doesn't help. We got Keanu Benton out of position. We got Y.A. Black not only out of position, but also not seeing enough reps, seeing less snaps than Isaiah Quiet Milk, Spoiled Milk,
Silent Milk,
Louder Milk.
He does. He makes no noise on that field.
No, he doesn't. So I think Y.A. Black should definitely see more reps in this game. Terrell Austin mentioned that there's a possibility he'll see more time.
As a matter of fact, Austin said he expects Y.A. Black to take on a bigger role versus the Seahawks.
Then that either one, play him more, or two, put him at the nose specifically. It's not that he can't play the 3 or the 4, but you need to put him at the nose. He's 6'6", 336. That is why you draft him. In a 3-4 scheme, you need somebody big and humongous and strong to take up that middle, to take on the double teams, to clog the holes there, which will allow everybody else to roam around. It'll allow the linebackers to get through the gaps. It'll allow guys like Hayward and Benton to do what they got to do on the end spots, to shed off blocks, to stop the run, to minimize as much of the rushing attack. Mike Tomlin mentioned that there's really been no discussion or no thinking of them potentially moving Benton to the 3 or even to the 5.
Or just no real consideration at this time of moving guys around.
That's a failure. That's a failure on coaching, man. We've seen this already on the opposite line. Why we got to do this again on the defensive line? We got to put Benton at the 3. We got to put Benton in Harmon's spot, and we need to put Y.A. Black at the nose over Benton, over Loudermilk. That's what we need to do.
Yeah, after seeing what happened last week, I mean, 182 yards given up by the Jets.
Look at that defensive line. All of them got bullied.
Especially Benton at nose, because he's too small to play the nose. When he gets double teamed, he just gets pushed around. He gets smacked down onto the turf. We give Ben the catchphrase, big bully Benton. He's the one that got bullied. He's the one that got pushed back because he's out of position. He can't play the nose. His run defense at the nose position is not the best, obviously. It wasn't last week, and it hasn't been over the past 2 years.
Right.
He's a quality pass rusher. He can rush the passer as a nose tackle, but he is just not a pure nose tackle. That's not his position.
He's too small. He's too small and too athletic to limit to that position.
And I don't get how you drafted Y.A. Black in the 5th round out of Iowa, because he was a dominant nose tackle at Iowa.
And you don't think to insert him at that spot.
You don't. Why? Like, you drafted him to fill that position, to develop him into a potential starter. He's already a starter filling in for Derek Harmon. And he showcased that he can play the 3 tech or the 4, right? He showcased that he's movable enough. He's a very, quick guy for his size. He's almost 340 pounds.
Yeah.
But a guy of that body and that build should be at the nose tackle position to take the double teams, to close the gaps. And a guy like Benton, with how athletic he is and the wrestler background that Terrell Austin mentioned on why Benton is at nose tackle, with that wrestler background, you want to move that to the 3 tech so Benton can use that pass rush upside that he has already showcased to get to the quarterback. But it could also improve his run defense at the same time, just of how quick Benton is and how the type of player that Benton can be.
I agree.
I feel like Benton is just held down at nose tackle, and I don't understand how they've experimented this over the past 2 years with Ben, and the run defense has not improved. And last week it showed like, hey, it's still a problem.
Dude,
and they're still running with the same stuff.
Benton looked awful last week. Absolutely awful. And it's bad on him as a player, because yes, he's been at that position for 2 years now and hasn't really advanced much. But it's also awful on the coaching, because that's not where he's supposed to be. The Seahawks do the same thing with Byron Young. They took in the first round last year. Byron Young is 6 foot, barely over 300. How is he playing the nose in a 3-4 defense? That's not beneficial. It's very rare you're going to get a Casey Hampton who, yes, was 6 foot, but he was huge and humongous.
Big snack, bro.
Love Casey Hampton, love Big Snack, but he wasn't the most athletic, thus he could play that position. Not everyone's going to be a big snack. When you got these athletic linemen, you can't just limit them to a nose role. Benton has got to be moved over. That's the one thing they should do. That's the one they should notice immediately when they watch film. I don't know how they watch the film. They go into the film room or whatever and then watch what happens and think to themselves, we're going to run that right back. That's a failure. So I doubt that they're going to change anything, but I'm hoping we see a little bit of some difference, a little bit of a drift from that this upcoming week. especially with Wyatt Black potentially seeing more reps. I get Wyatt Black's a 5th-round rookie, and last week was really getting his foot wet, and he didn't have the greatest game either. None of the defensive line did. Not even greedy-ass Hayward.
No.
Swear jar. But they got to clean it up in this one. And the matchup doesn't get any easier. You know, the Jets' offense had a little more speed. They had a lot more, I suppose, dynamicness to them. But I don't want to underestimate the Seahawks and what they got to offer, especially their line. The D-line's got to come to eat. The D-line's got to come to actually play in this game. Yeah. They really do. They got to get to Darnold. And the one positive I will give the defense last week, outside of what Ramsey and Watt did, because you notice every time the Jets ran to Watt, tackle for loss.
Yeah, nothing happened. They went nowhere.
So they ran away from Watt's side, which is very smart schematically. But at that point, when do you start moving Watt around to prevent that from happening? So I want to see a little more of that as well. But one thing I will give them a positive is they blitzed a lot last week. They had a very high blitz rate, 42.3% blitz rate was the Steelers defense.
And you saw the pressure was getting to Justin Fields. You know, the Jets O-line was crumbling a little bit. And the Steelers, they just could not finish with the tackles. They couldn't finish with the pressure. And that's something that they're going to have to improve on for this game. But yes, they got constant pressure on Fields.
Well, you also mentioned,
which is a plus.
Justin Fields is very mobile, very
very
elusive.
mobile. He is.
Darnold, not so much.
He's not as mobile.
No.
He's still mobile, just nowhere near.
Compared to Justin Fields, he's almost more of a statue compared to Fields. Not saying he can't evade pressure and improvise.
Or use his legs, because he absolutely can.
But compare the two, it's a more favorable matchup for the Steelers defense if they want to blitz as much or less than they did last week, which hopefully they continue to bring the heat, because more than Justin Fields, Sam Darnold turns the ball over a little more. He makes a lot more rough decisions when he's getting pressured, when he's in that pocket, when he's feeling that sense of pressure or that sense of weight coming down.
Yeah, like when Darnold is pressured, that's when the Sam Darnold of the Jets comes out.
Yeah, then you start seeing ghosts.
Yes, pretty much.
Then he starts seeing ghosts. We gotta make Sam Darnold see ghosts. And I'm not talking about the Sixth Sense either. I mean, we need to start getting to Darnold in this game. I think if we get to Darnold and force him to make mistakes, we can actually come away with a few turnovers. The defense can be a little more of a better performance, more of a better team this upcoming week. I don't want to underestimate the Seahawks, because I think Kubiak has it in him to scheme up a very powerful offense. I think they have the weapons, if they're healthy enough, to still put up points on the board and get some chunk plays. But this week, man, the Steelers got to be humbled. They got to clean the mess up. They got to minimize the mistakes, and they got to try to get to Darnold and really stop the run in this one. As for the offense, obviously A-Rod coming off 4 touchdowns.
Unbelievable.
4 touchdowns in his Steelers debut.
The last time a Steelers quarterback threw 4 touchdowns was, of course, Big Ben, but in a regular season game was back in 2020 versus the Bengals, the first matchup, when the Steelers won 36-10.
Wow.
That was the last time regular season-wise a Steelers quarterback threw 4 touchdowns.
I remember that game.
It's been a minute, and that was a good game.
I remember that game.
That was a very good game. That was the game where Eric Ebron and Juju were doing that silly dance because they were blowing out the Bengals.
Yes.
If you remember that.
I very much remember that.
Yes.
2020 was a wild year.
That was the last time. And A-Rod threw 4 touchdowns in his debut.
Now, I'm not expecting a repeat. It's not like Big Ben where he threw 6 touchdowns in back-to-back weeks versus the Colts and the Ravens.
Never seeing that again.
Never seeing that again. I'm not saying A-Rod can't do it. It's just I'm not going to go into the game expecting it. He might throw maybe 2, 3 max, because you got Nick and Manwari out. So they have their safety and a slot option gone. Devin Witherspoon is doubtful. That don't mean he won't play, but it also means that he probably won't.
It's a very slim, it's a very slim possibility. And Witherspoon, he's been locking down that nickel position for past number of years now.
Yeah.
He's one of their better secondary guys.
He can also bounce outside, which he was probably going to go up against DK. If he can't play, you have Reek Woolen going up against DK. I don't know about you. That's a favorable matchup for DK.
And I don't know what happened to Reek Woolen, because his rookie year was very impressive for a 5th rounder for the Seahawks. He was very good. And he's a guy that can still get turnovers and whatnot. He has an eye for the ball. He can get up and get those interceptions. And he's got measurables and speed that you want and an NFL cornerback. Like, he's got all the talent in the world, and he's still very young. But as far as his lockdown capabilities, as far as his cover skills goes, dude, he was getting picked apart last week against the 49ers.
Yeah, who have no receivers. They have no disrespect to Ricky Parasol. He had 100 yards last week, but I mean, he had a handful of games in his rookie season and had over 100 yards on Woolen. Woolen also allowed that touchdown to that one tight end.
Jake Tongues?
Tongues, I think that was his name.
Was that his name?
Yeah, the game winner. Yeah, Reek Woolen fell off. He honestly reminds me of Claypool. He's like the Claypool of corners. They peak in their rookie season and they fall off.
Wow.
He has all the size in the world to be so dominant, to be one of the best. Top 3, right? Like Claypool mentioned, except he's so clumsy. He's so unreliable. He's so inconsistent despite having all of the size in the world, all the athleticism in the world.
We've got 2 words for you.
Black Wolf 412 with a 5. Why the limited handoffs to my man Warren, though? Made no sense to me. Steelers should win this by 10 at least. Hashtag Steelers Nation. I agree. I don't know what was with the limited handoffs. I'm glad you mentioned that because that brings us to our next point is, we got to establish a run game. The one thing the Seahawks defense struggles at, and that goes back to last year, and that was very evident versus the 49ers as well. They struggle against play action. They were one of the worst in terms of play action defense last year, and what the Niners did with their play action offense against the Seahawks defense. Although the defense did good. They got 2 picks on Purdy. They minimized the rushing attack, but they still just couldn't hold enough. That's the one thing that the Steelers offense thrived on for once last week was that play action offense.
Yep.
To enable it more, to give it more, I suppose, more of a sell, we got to establish an actual rushing attack in this one, which means hand it off to Warren. Nothing against Kenneth Gainwell.
No.
He's a good back. The problem is who do you prefer in that role?
Well, the thing is, Gainwell should not be out-snapping Jalen Warren. Kenneth Gainwell, no disrespect to him, because, again, he's a very good football player. He actually came up big on special teams with that forced fumble on Gibson, which the Jets got rid of Gibson because of that fumble. So he's out of a job. Gainwell's a good football player, but I don't view him as a starter. But Arthur Smith supposedly said that the team's really excited about Kenneth Gainwell and what he can bring to the table, and that they love what he brings to the passing game because he has receiving back upside.
That I can agree with.
Which is the reason, according to Smith, which was the reason why he got so many snaps on Sunday versus the Jets.
But why for 3/4 of the game did he have more carries? Now, I get we were down to a certain extent, but...
Because you saw when Gainwell was in there at running back, Gainwell didn't really have a lot of effectiveness on the offense, running the ball or just being on that field. He even gave up a sack as well.
Yeah, he did.
When Warren was in there, we saw a completely different side of the offense. And that's always been the case when Jalen Warren is in there, positive things happen. Jalen Warren can do good things. He does great things for the offense as far as rushing the ball, pass blocking, and receiving.
Yeah, and you consider he's been under the scheme. He's been under the Steelers offense for, this is his 4th year, but his 2nd year under Arthur Smith. He's got a little more understanding. I don't know why they wouldn't give him the ball more. So that's definitely something I want to see an improvement on is give Jalen Warren the football a lot more in this game. I want to see him get minimum 14 to 15 touches. I think that's well-deserved for Warren. I think he's capable of doing it. And I think if we give him the ball in this one, we can definitely get something going, which will open up things for the passing attack. They'll force the Seahawks defense to acknowledge the rushing offense, which will allow bigger plays for DK, who has a favorable matchup against Reek Woolen. Calvin Austin, who had a great game last week.
Stepped in big time as a number 2.
70 yards and a tutty. He's going up against, I guess, Josh Jobe, former defensive back out of Alabama. He's more of their depth piece. He came away with 1 of their 2 picks last week. But still, solid backup. Maybe not a full-time starter, but I trust Calvin to make plays. He's improving year by year, and he's been one of the more trustworthy receivers we've had in the locker room in a lot of ways.
Yes.
So keep giving Calvin the ball.
And he just makes the most of his reps. He actually played 45 snaps.
Wow.
On Sunday versus the Jets. While
Wow.
Roman Wilson, he was nowhere basically to be seen, very limited. He only had 10 snaps.
He played only 10 snaps. Has yet to get his first career catch. Will that be this Sunday?
I would like nothing more than Roman Wilson to go out there and perform, for him to be given the opportunity. But if Calvin Austin is still doing what he's doing, if he is being consistent and he is making the most of his reps, you keep playing Calvin.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. If he's doing good things for your offense, if he's connecting with Aaron Rodgers, if he's making the crazy catches like the one he made on Brandon Stevens versus the Jets, you keep playing Calvin. Give him the reps, give him the opportunities, and see if he can still make the most of it, because he has.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, then you give that opportunity to Roman Wilson. Because there could be games where Calvin is just quiet, he doesn't do anything, and maybe they look towards Roman Wilson, and they're like, you know what, Roman, let's see what you can bring to the table. And maybe Roman gets the opportunity, and he does what he can with those reps.
Well, I also don't want to sleep on Ben Skoranek, who got our first touchdown last week, or Scotty Miller. Scotty Miller's a big playmaker himself. A lot of great speed to work in the slot. Had a great preseason. I saw him a lot more in there than I did Roman, which I'm not going to hate on because Scotty's a playmaker. Maybe he gets a couple targets in this one. The Steelers, maybe their receiving position isn't the most convincing, but they got options. With A-Rod at quarterback, they got options. A-Rod looked good. We'll see what he can do. Can A-Rod ride the momentum in this game? I hope so. I think he can, because think of this. A-Rod did that coming off of the film chair. He didn't play a single snap in preseason and still 4 for 4 touchdowns. Not a single mistake. Didn't look like he missed a beat at 41 years old.
He sure as hell didn't play like he was 41 years old.
He played with a vengeance. He had a lot to prove to that Jets organization, and a lot he did prove. Now, with a game under his belt, with this new offense, with some chemistry with his targets, could there be more shown? Could there be more that will be exposed, or the more that will be spread open with this offense? I would hope so, because now that A-Rod's got that game in him, he's got a little bit of that funk or rust gone. I guess you can call it rust. 4 touchdowns is rust, I guess. Either way, he got that first game out the way. Now he might be able to expand a little more. Maybe the offense itself can expand a little more, which could mean more targets for Calvin or for the tight ends. For Muth, Jonnu, maybe we get more Darnell. We didn't see a ton of 13 personnel. The only time I really recall them running 13 was when Jonnu got the jet toss touchdown.
Yep.
We didn't run a lot of 11 personnel. I mean, that could mean for more Ben Skoranek. That could mean for more Roman or Scotty. It'll be interesting to see what the snap count looks like this week based off of what we saw last week. I'll be interested to see if they want to open things up a little bit, knowing that they got that game under them. Philip in the chat says Gainwell and Warren should be on the field together. Honestly, I don't hate that because they're both very good receiving backs.
Yeah, pony formation and whatnot, make their usage less predictable, make the offense more unpredictable.
If they want to run 21 personnel, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
More targets on the field. You got 2 guys that are dependable in that area. By all means. I mean, that's just more targets for A-Rod. Or you want to have one run out for a route on a wheel or a flat or whatever, and then you got the other guy playing pass pro. You got an extra blocker in there while still having a target. I think that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, or say Gainwell gets the handoff, and Warren, we know the type of blocker he is. He'll knock a guy down.
Look at that block he had on that Jonnu touchdown, bro.
Yeah.
He puts his body, he puts everything into his blocks. Even though he's the main, or I think he's the main running back. I don't know anymore.
He's the starting running back, but, he puts it all on the line. That's the kind of football player that Warren is. That's why he's got the extension. That's why he's still here.
Agreed.
That's why he's the starter. And he should be treated like the starter.
Now, obviously, we can't talk about the offense without mentioning the offensive line.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, Brody.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I wrote down some statistics here about the offensive line. They're going to have to come up big, that's for sure. But last week against the Jets, excuse me, they gave up 7 pressures, 2 quarterback hurries, 2 quarterback hits, and 4 sacks on 36 pass blocking snaps.
Really?
Broderick Jones gave up 4 of those pressures, 1 of those quarterback hits, and, of course,
3 sacks.
3 sacks. Yes.
Now, Fatanu, did he allow a sack last week or no?
He did not.
Okay. I don't know if they credit him with giving up one or not. Obviously not. One to Rob's stats here.
No, he did not. I checked. He did not.
Compared to Broderick, it's better. He did okay. Like there's enough there where you'd be like, okay, Fatanu's going to get it down. Is Broderick going to get it down? I don't know, because I don't want to underestimate this front 7 or this pass rush of the Seahawks.
No,
in my opinion, it doesn't get any better. Does it get older? Yes. You're looking at DeMarcus Lawrence, who is 33 years old?
Yeah, but long-time Cowboy, and still a little bit left in the tank for Lawrence. Can't forget about Leonard Williams either. Leonard Williams, who since being a Seahawk has just new lease on life over there. He's been one of their more dominant defensive players on
Yeah.
that team.
And he's up in age. He's in his early 30s. Same thing.
And he can move around along the trenches.
Same thing with Jerron Reed.
If you're not down with that, we've got 2 words for you.
Barbara from with 199 says Broderick Jones was the Steelers that caused. Oh my God.
Barber.
Yo,
Barber.
it is the day after, bro.
Barber.
I get where you're going at, but bro,
Thanks for the super chat, though. I mean,
when do we bench Broderick? Dude, I don't know. If Broderick keeps going this way, I think we trade him.
matter of fact, Broderick, he did acknowledge, because he was interviewed, after practice a couple days ago. He did acknowledge that he can't be putting a performance like that on tape. And he was actually asked about, what is he working the hardest on to correct? He straight up said everything. Broderick said everything.
Wow.
So I mean, that's a good first step for Broderick. I will say that. He's acknowledging that, like, I can't be putting out a performance like that. I can't be just giving that up. Broderick, no doubt's got to play better. He's got to step up. He's got to. He can't be doing that.
No, Broderick is not good. I get it's his second only game at left tackle, now his third this weekend. Still, that's no excuse. Bro, the 3 sacks, and he's going up against DeMarcus Lawrence, who may not be what he used to be in 2017, 2018, but he's a vet out there.
Like whoever Broderick's going up against, it doesn't get any better. So Broderick has to step up. And he's acknowledging that, which is good, but he's got to go out there and back that up. He's got to back that performance up. He's got to back up his words on the field.
I think he just needs to get his posture right. I think that's where it really starts, is his technique. He needs to get his posture right. He needs to get his angle. He needs to bend down a little more. I think that's going to help him a lot set the edge. That's going to help him a lot with his balance.
Because if Broderick has another bad performance, if he has back-to-back bad performances, then it's not looking good all season.
No, Broderick, dude, I will be looking at Broderick very closely because week 1, well, first of all, what we saw last year was rough. Week 1 was worse because this is year 3 now. You're supposed to be improving. That's the point of year-to-year progress. This is not year-to-year progress we're seeing.
And I know some fans have already thrown in the towel with Broderick. I'm right there with you. Let me just say the towel's in my hand.
Yeah, literally.
Like, I am holding the towel in my hand, and I'm trying, okay? I'm really trying, but it's in my hand.
I'm at the brick where I'm about to lose hope. Like, honestly.
He can't be giving up performances like that.
I'll put it this way. I know it's week 1. I know it's early. But I'll put it out here right now. If Broderick continues this and continues to look bad, I would not be surprised whatsoever if somehow, some way, Omar Khan trades him. Because he is not afraid of trading players away. I know he drafted Broderick, and he is very precious about keeping the guys he selected, keeping them in the locker room, keeping them on the roster. As far as I'm concerned, everyone he drafted is still on the roster, outside of Ryan Watts, but he had to unfortunately retire.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're not performing to the level you should based off of the capital they spent, you're going to get out of here. Omar was not afraid to do that with Kenny. Granted, he didn't draft Kenny, but even still.
No, like the pedigree that you have, and the fact that in Broderick's sake, they traded up to get him. They traded up in front of the Jets to get him.
And it wasn't much. It was
It wasn't, but it's the fact of the matter that you traded up because you're investing into the trenches, and this is the first guy that Omar Khan selected.
Yeah.
If you're not backing up anything on the field, then like you're not doing your job and you shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
And Broderick, no doubt about it, he's got to improve. And it starts Sunday.
And then you got Boy Mafe on the other side going up against Troy Fatanu. Boy Mafe I always liked coming out of college.
Yeah.
He's kind of taking strides. He had a good season last year. I think he had a career high in sacks. Fatanu didn't look great, but he showed some progress. It was a serviceable performance. In this one, he's going to have to really step up going up against a young, tall, lengthy, speedy rusher in Boy Mafe.
Yeah, and Fatanu, like you said, it wasn't perfect or anything, but I thought in general he did well. It was his second career game playing, after being out for his rookie season. I'm not going to harp on him too much. Looking at the film I seen of Fatanu, there were some bad reps, but there were some good at the same time. So he's only going to grow. And I'm a firm believer in that in Fatanu. He's a man that he's going to grow, he's going to learn, he's going to continue, and he's a man that brings the mentality of you got to play O-line violently. And I think that's only just going to improve and showcase that as the season progresses.
Well, considering, I mean, this is really going to be his third real game of action this Sunday. So we're going to give Fasano a ton more time, as he should. I also want to give a shout out to Julian Love on that Seahawks defense. He's always been a very underrated safety, still only 27 years old. He's been in the league a long time, 6 years now, 7 years now.
Yeah.
But he's always been a very underrated guy. He can play anywhere on that defense. I remember coming on Notre Dame, he was an outside perimeter corner, and then he moved to slot, then he moved to safety with the Giants, went to the Seahawks, and he's been one of the more stout defenders. Same thing with Kobe Bryant coming out of Cincinnati. Similar situation.
Yep.
He was a perimeter outside guy opposite of Sauce Gardner in Cincinnati. And then they moved him to safety, which is, I think, helping him in his progress a little bit.
It is. Love and Bryant, they're very young and very talented. It's a very, very young and talented safety tandem they got in Seattle. A lot of talent at that. And you add Nick Emenwari, who won't play in this game, but the fact that the Seahawks invested their second rounder in him, the 35th overall pick, and Nick Emenwari, that's a nice and young and unique safety tandem that they do have.
Although I will mention, maybe they move Kobe Bryant back to corner because he has that experience. Because Witherspoon's out, maybe they move Bryant back to corner. If they're not feeling Reek Woolen, they might put Kobe back at corner. I mean, either way, I think it's a mismatch regardless because you're going up against DK. But that's something they could do. Who they put at safety, I have no idea. Who's their backup safety? Let's say, for example, they move Kobe back down the corner because Woolen sucks, or maybe they just, maybe they want to put him in the slot because who else is going to cover the slot, right? If Kobe isn't starting at safety, who the hell is their safety? Ty Okada? Who's that?
Ty Okada?
Who's Ty Okada? That's apparently their depth guy.
That's the Rainmaker.
No, that's Kazuchika Okada.
No. Ty Okada is the Rainmaker.
That's Kazuchika Okada.
Well, it sounds like he may get some playing time come Sunday.
I don't know who this man is. They are pretty rough in the secondary department. Outside of Julian Love and Josh Jobe and Kobe to an extent, everyone else is kind of a question mark. The injuries are at an awful time right now, and they could be giving up a lot of plays to an A-Rod that just came off a 4-touchdown performance without playing a single preseason game.
Yeah.
So A-Rod could throw for another 2 or 3. Maybe he does repeat for 4. I don't know. But I think the Steelers are looking at a solid matchup here. I don't want to underestimate that Seahawks defense. Mike McDonald is a defensive coach.
And again, very familiar with going up against the Steelers.
And Mike Tomlin.
He was the Ravens defensive coordinator and a great one at that. A damn good one. It's why he got the head coaching job and to succeed after Pete Carroll, decide to step down as head coach.
Yeah. So what I see with these two teams is they're all it's a new scene for a lot of people. They got new quarterbacks, they got new receivers. DK going up against his former team. In terms of the Seahawks, they've replaced DK with Cooper Kupp and Torrey Horton. They got a new OC, they got a new quarterback, right? It seems like all these teams, both these teams are really experimenting a lot of things to see what really works. Probably the Seahawks more than the Steelers, but even still, one and the same. They're experimenting things. So in this matchup, I could see it going either way in terms of who gets more chunk plays, who gets more plays on the ground, or what defense strikes first, which defense comes up with the first turnover. I don't want to underestimate the Seahawks in general. I like the matchup. I'm favoring the Steelers in this one. I do believe we will walk out of Heinz Field with a W in the home opener, but I don't want to take them lightly.
No, you don't. Seattle had a very, very slow start. They lost last week versus division rival the 49ers. And the 49ers, they're dealing with their own stuff over there. They're dealing with a lot of injuries and their defense isn't as strong as it used to be, though they do have Robert Saleh back as defensive coordinator, so there's some familiarity back over in San Francisco. But for Seattle's sake, it's a bit of a slow start. What?
I'm reading the chat. I'm sorry. Electric Visuals just gave me a nightmare. He said Tears just realized Broderick Jones faces Michael Parsons this season. That's Sunday Night Football. That's week 8, week 9? Yeah. Oh, boy.
Broderick, protect A-Rod, bro.
Okay, if Broderick is still the starting left tackle, which I think he will be, I want Darnell Washington beside him at all times. I would rather Darnell Washington at left tackle. I'm not joking. I'm not joking.
You better have somebody to chip Micah Parsons. You
Bro.
better have somebody to help double block Micah Parsons.
Darnell might be a better tackle than Broderick. I'm not joking. I wouldn't hate it whatsoever if that's ever going to be a desperation tactic that could work out. Look at Jason Peters. He never played tackle whatsoever. He was a tight end coming out of college. And now is he still playing? Or did he finally retire? Did he finally retire?
I couldn't tell you.
He played forever at tackle.
I couldn't tell you.
He never played tackle whatsoever at college. He was a tight end coming out. I doubt the Steelers do it. I don't hate the idea. It's just one of those things that if we're so desperate, maybe we try it.
Yeah, kind of having in the back of your pocket, you know? You never know. That could happen. I don't know. We'll see. But
for that game, I know it's weeks down the line.
Weeks down the line. But we got Seattle, coming up. And, yeah, it was a slow start for them and whatnot. But you still don't want to underestimate them. You don't want to underestimate the coaching staff. You don't want to underestimate Sam Darnold, despite how some people may view Darnold. He's a guy that isn't the greatest and obviously wasn't the fanciest free agent out there.
No, we made it. No, we did not want Darnold. Darnold is, in my opinion, not good. I think he is buns.
Statistically, he had a great season with the Vikings. I mean, he led them to a 14-3 record.
Statistically, Brock Osweiler had a good season in 2015.
Yeah.
And is one of the worst free agent signings in NFL history for the Texans.
Yeah. Coaching can only take us so far, and that was showcased toward the tail end for the Vikings with Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold was a benefit off of Kevin O'Connell's scheme. Kevin O'Connell should get probably a third of what Darnold got from the Seahawks just based off
and that coaching only held or carried Darnold for so long. You saw that playoff game between the Rams. He took 9 sacks. He was not good at protecting the ball.
If we don't blitz Darnold as much as we did Fields, the defense is doing something wrong.
But again, you don't want to underestimate them despite, how they're looking right now.
Well, not just that. You got to remember, they have Jalen Murrow on the bench, who wasn't inactive last week. Didn't do much, but maybe seeing what Fields did, who's to say that Clint Kubiak in his Shanahan mind isn't thinking, hey, what we got Fields like guy underneath us. Why don't we run some read option? Why don't we run some Milrow packages?
They could do that.
Because that's what Milrow's only good for. He's not a good quarterback. He's a great rusher at this stage.
His rushing aspect is bad. As a matter of fact, Milrow had a carry last week.
Did he?
It went a yard.
Oh.
1 yard, but...
That 1 yard would go for 24 in our defense last week. And maybe that's what Kubiak's thinking. He's like, hey, we got Jalen Murrow down on the bench. Why don't we get him out there and get some chunk yardage here? So
that is something to absolutely keep an eye on and try to prevent if they ever exercise that possibility.
Well, they probably will, seeing how we bit bad with not just Fields, but even
we couldn't
Lamar
contain Fields
last year.
We couldn't contain Fields whatsoever.
Yeah. So it's something they could entertain, man. It's something they could absolutely do. They're going to look at our defense, and they're going to think that the Steelers defense is thinking one way, which could open things up for them.
So, again, despite how Seattle looked week 1, despite the talent that they have and the uncertainty with Seattle, do not underestimate them. This is the home opener. And you're riding off a lot of momentum. A-Rod's riding on a lot of momentum. And carry that into week 2 at Heinz Field, the home opener, and just do what you need to do out there. Play some damn good football, improve on the negatives, especially the run defense. They got to stop the run, dude. They got to limit Kenneth Walker. They got to limit Zach Charbonnet. They got to limit them. And they got to force Darnold to throw. I just said, you don't want to underestimate Darnold, but you just get the sense when the pressure's on Darnold, bad things happen.
Bad things happen for the team he's throwing for, and good things happen for the team he's throwing against. So, yeah, I think that's one thing that we got to definitely get at Darnold is, like I mentioned last week, let Fields throw or force Fields to throw. That obviously didn't work because Fields had one of his better games ever, really. With Darnold, I maybe I'm underestimating him here. I just don't think Darnold's good. And although we won't have JPJ, I think we have enough playmakers on the defense to fix up a lot of the errors from last week.
Plus the addition,
at least we freaking better.
Plus the addition of Jabril Peppers. Though I don't know if he will be the starting safety. I don't know if it will be him or Chuck Clark. Austin said it really depends on practice this week. We'll find out come Sunday.
It'll probably be Clark, seeing that he literally got off the couch like 3-4 days ago. So he'll probably be in rotations, but it'll probably Chuck Clark and Juan Thornhill, which isn't very ideal. But if the front seven, if the front four can get to Darnold, then they have nothing to worry about.
Well, if you just want a strong, proven tackler and a strong, proven run defender to help in the run defense, that's Jabril Peppers. He
Absolutely.
showcased that wherever he was, as a Brown, as a Giant, as a Patriot. He just showcased that he's a consistent tackler. He's a thumper. He's a good football player. Definitely try to get him involved as much as you can. See what Peppers can bring to the table.
That's exactly how you get his feet wet, is put him in on obvious rundowns.
Just see what he can bring to the table. You signed him for a reason because Elliott's hurt, obviously, but, just to significantly improve the depth. And Peppers, I mean, they heavily scouted him back from his Michigan days. And now that they have him right here, to an aspect what he can bring to the table. He's even made some plays on you when he was a Brown, when he was a Patriot, when we faced the Patriots a couple times.
Yep.
You know what Peppers can bring to the table. So use that aspect to add him upon the defense and just see how he can possibly impact this game against Seattle.
I agree. I think it's a good way to get his feet wet and get him popping off on the defense. Another injury-related information, I suppose, here. Nick Herbig has no injury status for this game.
Nope.
He was a full participant the last 2 days. Nick Herbig will play. Alex Highsmith popped up on the injury report Friday with an ankle injury, limiting his participation today. Why is this guy always getting hurt?
Now, he does not have a injury diagnosis.
No, but it's still worth monitoring.
It is.
I think Highsmith plays. That might limit his playing time, which means Herbig, who's healthy, is going to get more, which I have no problem with. It's just I'm going to mention it as well.
Yeah, I mean, I hope it doesn't lead to any severe problems for Highsmith, especially this early into the season, because Highsmith was a very good, impactful player versus the Jets. He's the one that got our only sack.
Absolutely.
And he was very good, heavily involved in the backfield, I think he made a tackle for a loss. Highsmith's a good football player. We all know that. We can't lose him.
Yeah, as long as he's healthy and stays on the field, we know what he can bring to the table. That pass rush definitely has to eat. 1 sack last week was a little disappointing, especially with the blitz rate. I know they were going up against an elusive Fields. They might have a better matchup this week versus a Darnold, who is mobile, but just obviously not Fields.
Yeah.
We got to get more. We got to get the quarterback on the ground more. We got to get more pressure to the quarterback. We got to get more sacks in this game. I think that's how you start to strengthen up this defense a little bit, is you stop the run and then you get to the quarterback. That should be their motto. With the injuries they have at safety and at corner, that should be their motto, is winning up front. And same thing can be said for the offensive side. You got to win up front. That's where it really, truly matters, but especially in this game. You got beat up front. You got to win up front. You got to let these linebackers roam. You got to shed these blocks. You got to make the tackles. That's where it all starts defensively.
And again, back to run defense, maybe see a little bit of Cole Holcomb involved.
Yeah, good. I'm glad you mentioned that, because I didn't see 55 out there.
No.
Where was he?
Unless we blinked and we missed him, I don't know. But I did not see Holcomb at all involved versus the Jets and the run defense, or just with the defense in general. Considering the fact that Malik Harrison is on IR now. He sustained an injury. He's on IR for at least 4 weeks.
Right.
Harrison, he's a depth guy. He's a special teams guy, but he's also a guy that can stop the run with his big body build. He's a good run defender, but he's now gone. Maybe incorporate Cole Holcomb in there, considering that Queen and Wilson really didn't help a lot in the run defense.
Well, no help to the defensive line. Granted,
that too.
No one in the front seven could shed a block to save their life.
No, they could not.
Holcomb had a great summer. We should definitely get him involved.
He's healthy. He's ready to go. He's heavily motivated, coming off that severe knee injury back in November 2023.
Yeah.
Give him the opportunities, give him the playing time, considering that you have to improve the rush defense. Holcomb's a good run defender. He's very capable. Get him involved.
In fact, I think most of our linebackers are. I mean, Queen had a rough game. He definitely needs to improve, being the green dot. He was very frustrated after the Jets game, saying we played like shit. Literally said that to the media in the locker room. Like, he's not holding anything back, as he shouldn't. He should be holding the defense accountable. He should hold himself accountable. He's going to look to try to improve himself. So with that being said, I hope that the front seven overall, the defense altogether, can build off of what they did, which wasn't great, but a strong finish, and then work their way up from here. We have someone in the chat. How do you say it? Cheese on top 17. This is how is Seattle's pass rush. Well, considering their only sack last week was for Julian Love, who's a safety, they have Leonard Williams, they have Boye Mafe, they have DeMarcus Lawrence mainly. Most of them are a little older, but still effective vets that know how to win still.
Yeah.
You also put in the fact that Broderick Jones is on our offensive line. You got to give their pass rush a little bit of a grade up based off of that factor. So, yeah, I'm still going to worry a little bit about it. It doesn't get easier.
Yeah, I mean, like, the main guys, like you said, Leonard Williams, Marcus Lawrence, you don't, Boy Mafe. You also don't want to forget about Derek Hall, who had 8 sacks last year for them.
You're right.
And Uchenna Nwosu, who is recovering from an injury. And I think he should be ready to go for this game.
Yeah, Julian Love, Jerron Reed, Ernest Jones, who's a good linebacker, and Uchenna Nwosu have no injury status, so they'll all play, while Witherspoon's doubtful and Maori is out. So that defense is banged up, but I don't want to sleep on that front seven. It's not it might not be as stacked or as young as the Jets, but you got some long-term vets there that just know how to succeed, know how to win in that situation. So, yeah, the young line versus the older vets, that'll be a bit of an interesting battle. Kind of like almost like not really teacher versus student, because obviously none of these guys taught any of the line, but more so vet versus new guys, old versus new, old school versus new school. That should be a little intriguing. I'm hoping that the line can definitely step it up.
They're going to need to.
I got 3 big questions for Sunday. 3 of the biggest storylines for this game. You know what? I'm going to make it 4. One is, how will DK play? What's he going to do against his former team? Is he going to go off? Is he going to get his first touchdown? There's still a resounding 96% to say yes, DK will get his first touchdown this Sunday. So how would
someone said no?
I don't know.
Someone said no.
Someone did say no. But yes, DK versus former team, that's a big story. Will A-Rod continue the ride of momentum after a 4-touchdown performance, seeing that the secondary that he's facing is hurt and he already has that game underneath him? Can Broderick Jones bounce back after a rough week 1? And can the Steelers defense clean up their mistakes? Those are the things I'm really looking forward to in this game. Obviously, I want to see a little more Warren and other things after that, maybe the defensive line being put where they should be. But those are the main stories, the main questions I'm looking for in this game is, what are we going to see from those guys? Where are they going to improve? How are they going to impact themselves to help build up another Steelers victory to win 2 straight? I guess you can say that my 3 keys to victory is, 1, stop the run and bring the heat. You got to stop the run, and you got to keep the blitz packages coming. You got to get to Darnold. You got to put fear in his eyes.
That's actually one of my keys to victory. Is, I said earlier, you got to make Darnold throw.
Yeah.
Again, you don't want to underestimate his ability, and the fact that he already has that chemistry with JSN. Again, if the pressure's on him, and you saw this when he was a Viking, when the pressure's on him, it kind of gets to him a little bit. Especially if you bring the pressure to him, you make him uncomfortable, you make him less confident in the pocket, and you just force him to throw. If you limit the run game, you stop the run, you put the ball in Darnold's hands, I mean, it's going to be up to him to really carry that offense.
Yeah.
And is he capable of doing that?
No, he's not.
So you got to make Darnold throw.
So that leads me to my second key to victory is Ramsey follows JSN. No matter what, wherever he goes, Ramsey follows. I want Ramsey blanketing him almost 100% of the snaps. I think Ramsey played every snap defensively last week. I want him to face up against JSN every snap. JSN is a terrific wide receiver, a incredible football player. We knew this coming out of Ohio State. We've seen what he did at the collegiate level.
Yep.
He is a stud at wide receiver, absolute stud. I was jealous when the Hawks got him because I low-key wanted the guy. JSN is a dog, absolute stud. Ramsey's got to follow him. That's the corner you trust the most. That's who you traded for. That is your number one. That is who you rely on to cover their biggest playmaker on offense. Ramsey follows him no matter what. And my third is consistency is key for the offense. Just keep up what you did last week. Clean up a little bit on the offense and letting more handoffs for Warren, but more the same from the passing attack. More the same from A-Rod. More the same in terms of 12, 13 personnel. Let's get a little more Roman in there. Give him some opportunity, right? How about we see a little more play action, something the Seahawks aren't very good at defending. That's something we can continue to thrive at. Consistency is key. So those are my 3 keys to victory.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm very excited for this game. I'm feeling very confident. I think the Steelers walk out with a dub. They just can't go into this one because oh no, they got Sam Darnold. Their safety's hurt. Their main corner's hurt. They lost last week. You can't go into that having that kind of mindset, because then you're just setting yourself up to be surprised. You got to come in here and treat the Seahawks as if it's week 1. Treat it like it's the start of the regular season all over again. You don't know what to expect from this team, but you're going to go in there and prepare the best you can. You go in there to win. So a win I think we do get. I'm going to mention it.
Yeah, because I see it in the chat.
I saw it earlier in the chat, and I wanted to wait till we got done with the preview to discuss it. God, where do I start? Charlie Kirk. I'm not a politics guy. I don't like getting into politics. I don't.
Neither am I. Honestly, I try to avoid it because it's a toxic
It
category.
It divides the nation. It does.
I try to stay away from it as much as possible.
I let my frustrations, I let my feelings known on Twitter. If you follow us on Twitter, you guys already know my opinions.
But
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
I just can't believe it.
That's absolute horseshit. He did not deserve that. That was absolute horseshit. That actually angered the ever-living crap out of me. That was not fair. That was not fair to him. That was not fair to his wife, Erica. It was not fair to his 3- and 1-year-old. Those kids no longer have a father. How is that right?
They are not of age to even understand what's going on.
They might not remember him. They're too young to remember him, and now they'll never get to know him.
His wife...
That was not right.
His wife no longer has a husband. His children no longer have a father.
Yeah.
His life was taken because someone didn't like his opinion. Someone didn't like his views. That results in a man losing his life nowadays.
Yeah. And they caught the sumbitch. He should get the book thrown at him. I'm not gonna say his name because he doesn't deserve to have his name out there.
No.
We know who he is. We've seen his mugshot. But he deserves to get the book thrown at him.
It's all over social media.
That is pure evil right there. And props to his father for
turning him
in. That's exactly what he should have done.
That was the right thing.
That's the extent, because if I get any further into this, it's going to go down the wrong pipeline. But Charlie Kirk, he did not deserve that. The video is frightening. It's been all over my timeline, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. Everywhere I look, I see Charlie Kirk. It's everywhere. It's awful. It's an awful situation. I don't care who you side with. I don't care what your views are. As one nation, as Americans, we should come together and fight against evil. And what happened was evil.
We've got 2 words for
Barbara FM with a 499. I feel bad for his daughter because she was in the tent, and after he got shot, she ran up to him, but because she was scared. Really? I didn't hear any of that.
Is that true?
I didn't hear any of that. That's horrific. That's horrific. I heard his wife gave her first public statement. I'll watch it after we get off stream here. But I don't get into politics. I'm not a politics guy. But this is unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate. Rest in peace to Charlie Kirk. He didn't deserve that.
Yeah.
I believe as one nation we should come together. This is about right versus wrong. This is about good versus evil. It's not even good versus bad. It's good versus evil. I don't care who you side with, what you view. We together should come as one to fight against the evil.
That's what he tried to do.
That's
That's what it's all about. Like, people's beliefs are people's beliefs. You know, what they believe is what they believe. Everyone's going to have an opinion, and that's fine.
And to
everybody else is going to have a different opinion, but as long as all of us,
yeah,
as Americans, have the mindset and have the mission of just doing what's best for this country, as long as we're all united to do what's best for this country,
and to the
to
people,
do our own civic duty as Americans, to do what's best for this country. That's all that should matter.
And to the people celebrating this guy's death, man, you are the scum of the earth. You are the scum of America. You do not deserve to be walking amongst the people you walk with. America is more unsafe because they exist. because they celebrate his passing.
I find it.
To the people on the other side that might disagree with him, they may never have agreed with what he said, but understand that that was not justified. Props to them, because that's what I mean when we come together as one. We don't have to agree on everything. We don't have to have the same opinion, but what we do and can and should agree on, in my opinion, is that that wasn't right. And as long as we have that, we know that this country can become united.
And I find it messed up how people that continue to serve and have served in the military, whether it was the Navy or the Army, whatever, military men and women, go overseas to risk their life, risk their mental state, to protect us Americans, protect this soil, to protect this ground,
Right.
protect this country, only for actions like this to be done by our own American people. It's sick. It's wrong. It should not be done. Actions like these should not be done because you don't agree on a man's opinion.
No, it should never have to come down to what happened on Wednesday afternoon. No, this should never have to come down to that. No.
So
we can disagree all we want. We're not going to share the same opinions. That's just the fact of life. That's the fact of this country. We're not going to agree on everything. And that's in regards to anything. That could be in regards to entertainment, sports, food, people. We're not going to always agree on everything. Some people just can't live with that fact.
And those people need help. Those people need serious help because it's not that big of a deal.
It's not that deep.
It's not.
To shoot a man from 200 yards away and take him away from his family. No, man. We're done. We're done. Because I could go on with this all night. Because all this is, I'm just going to close it there. I'm going to close it there, man.
Listen, rest in peace to Charlie Kirk, and prayers to his kids, his wife, his family, and people around him, man.
Apex City says, that's what makes America great. We can believe what we want. Yeah, we can. It's a free country. We can believe what we want. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly normal. That's what makes America America. So we can relax and watch football with no worries of bombs falling from the sky. Yeah. We use sports as an outlet to get away from the real world.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's in regards to not just politics. That's in regards to everyday life. Maybe you have a job that you hate. You watch sports to get away from it, to ignore it for a few hours. Maybe you dealt with a family passing that is so awful, so you use sports or anything as an escape. So, yeah, man. Yeah. Long live Charlie. Yeah, long live Charlie. Absolutely. You may not have agreed with everything he said, but you can definitely agree that that was wrong. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk, man. Long live him. Don't worry, his name and his voice will be shared forever. And no matter what side that anyone was on, whether, let's say Charlie Kirk was on the other side, same thing applies. Same thing applies. His memory and his voice was always going to be shared.
Down with that, we've got 2 words for
About to be
you.
my Uncle Derek and Madden. He's really bad. Says Joey Weir, the 199. You do that. Now, don't beat him too bad. Okay? Do the 21 rule. Does anyone remember the 21 rule? You guys too young for that?
I remember.
Do you guys still do that?
I remember doing that with our brother, our older brother.
For those that don't know, the 21 rule is if one person scores 21 points before the other team or the other player can score any, it's over. It's like the mercy rule.
It happened in every Madden that we played with our older brother. Like, he was like so good at playing Madden. We were just, learning in Madden. He would like, hey, you want to play Madden with us? And we were like, yeah, sure. Yeah, let's have some fun. He'd scored 21 points in not even 5 minutes, bro. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, bro. We were
not
8.
even 3 minutes.
We were 8. We were 8.
We kept throwing the ball and interception here. And I remember one time I threw the ball deep. I can't remember what Madden got. I want to say it was Madden 08 with Vince Young on the cover. Threw the ball deep.
07?
Was it 07? The one that Vince Young was on the cover of.
No, 07 was Sean Alexander.
07 was Sean Alexander. No, Vince Young was 08.
08.
Vince Young was 08. Yeah.
Yeah.
I threw it deep. and my brother's team just intercepts with one hand. I'm like, bro, this ain't fair. As a 9-year-old, I said that's not fair. Next play, touchdown. 21-year-old. Like, yeah, I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, no, me the same. Diggs says, sucks TMZ celebrated his death, and my grandparents think we need God more than ever. I think the world should smoke a blunt or smoke a joint and get along for 2 fucking hours. I'm all for that. I don't smoke, but I believe in the benefits of it. I love the smell of it personally. For a while, I was around it the majority of my life. So yeah,
same here, bro. Same here.
yeah, just one of those things. Yeah, depending on who you are, it brings people together. Depends on, I don't know, where you're from or what your activities are. Again, I don't smoke. I don't
either.
I don't think I've had a drug in my life outside of antibiotics. That's really it.
Sam Moore says a comfortable 2-score win this Sunday would be refreshing.
Very. That would be a good start. That would be a very good start.
Yeah,
to
where
the
we don't
season.
have to rely on
Boswell.
the serial killer, as Tomlin calls him.
Yo, I'm glad you mentioned that, man. Shout out to the STN for the people that joined the STN this past week. We thank y'all. I think we have a total of 44 members. If you guys are interested in joining the STN, it's only $1.99 a month. It's very, very cheap, damn near free. We just added a Boz emote. Finally, it took forever. I don't know why it took forever, but we finally did it. We got a new Boz emote in the chat. I'm going to place it here. And it's based off of what Mike Tomlin said regarding Chris Boswell. He said that guy's a serial killer. He is. Not literally, obviously. But in regards to that, we gave Boz a special emote. It is just Boz, B-O-Z, but the O is the Jason Voorhees mask.
Yeah, not the new one.
The new Jason mask sucks.
No, we're talking about the classic Jason mask, the old
the OG.
the OG mask, the Jason Lives mask. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even the Jason Takes Manhattan mask.
Take that back. 38-17. Wow, almost 40? Fear the beard. Okay, I like the confidence. Hey, if A-Rod can continue what he's doing, man, I'm not gonna be opposed. You know what I'm saying?
Another 4 touchdown performance.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna make that the poll. I'm gonna make that the next poll here.
Y'all need the Wizard of Oz song bit for his kicks.
Oh God, that'd be funny. Obviously, that'd be copyright, but that'd be funny.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I felt like we need to get a soundbite for like when Boz does something. I don't know. Do they have the Jason? You know, like, yeah, that. Dude,
I can do that. I can get that.
Is there not a soundbite for that? Like when
I
Boz
bet
makes
you there is. If not, I'll just take it from somewhere.
Yeah, you could do that. That could be something for Boz. It's not a song, you know, just to go with the serial killer nickname. Matter of fact, shout out to Supercook, who did predictions with us this week.
Yeah.
He actually gave Boswell the nickname Cold-Blooded Chris.
I like that. Cold-blooded Chris.
That's actually pretty badass. So
Cold-blooded Chris.
Shout out to Supercook for that. That's pretty badass.
A Boz jersey with serial killer on the back would be cool. That would be awesome.
Honestly, I might have to rep my Boswell jersey.
Okay, I'm wearing DK. You wear Boz.
I might have to break the Mason
Sorry,
promise.
Mason.
No, I never shook. We never shook on it.
No, we
be
didn't
fair.
even pinky promise. Or
No,
we didn't
no.
even ankle swear it.
No.
Or ankle shake, whatever.
I repped Mason throughout preseason. I repped him week 1. I did my part.
The final Boz.
That's awesome.
The final Boz.
Yes.
I like that.
Jason Music when he walks up to kick.
New poll in the chat. How many touchdown passes for Aaron? 1, 2, 3, or 4? He's gonna get at least 1. That's a guarantee. That is a fact.
At least, right?
27-20. I'll be at the game. Hope it'll cure my cold if the Steelers win. Well, I hope you feel better, and I definitely hope you enjoy the game.
Yeah.
Heinz Field is always a great place to go to. No seat's a bad seat, and you're going at a great time where it's not cold.
As a matter of fact, what's the weather in Pittsburgh come Sunday?
Should be like mid-70s.
High of 83.
Oh, never mind.
That ain't no. But considering that it's near the Allegheny and the wind and whatnot, that ain't bad.
Yeah, that might cool it down.
That ain't bad.
Bit,
That should be real good. That should be real good. Listen, enjoy your time, man.
Yeah.
I hope you feel better.
Shout out to Diggs, man. Yeah, I hope you enjoy yourself, man. Definitely go to the tailgate. Tailgate's great. Tailgate is awesome. Oh, it was my favorite Madden. Love the soundtrack. Countdown by Jupiter 1. That's
yeah, it was good.
dude. Madden 08, Madden 09, Madden 10. Even Madden, bro, all those soundtracks,
Soundtracks don't hit the same
they
anymore.
don't touch. They do not touch the games that we had for our childhood. Music was just different.
Like the
back
Madden
then.
soundtracks. Remember the SmackDown versus Raw soundtracks?
Yes.
Especially
07.
2007. Damn, man.
I remember Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, that soundtrack, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm partially a metalhead. Those games right there. I grew up on that.
Dude, when worlds collide, every time that hit, bro, my God.
Bro. God, I'm getting nostalgic here. I gotta get a Nintendo 64. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. That yellow, what's it called? Slip game? I forget what they call it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't know what it's called,
You
but
had
basically the pat.
You had to
what is
blow
it?
on the inside portress to get it
You
to
had
work.
to do that for every system.
Every
back then.
system. Back then,
The
yes.
Super Nintendo, the Nintendo 64. It was always something Nintendo.
Or
You notice that?
You used to have the disc games for the PS2 or whatever, and it wouldn't work. So you and then rub it on your
wipe it
shirt.
on. Yeah, of course, absolutely.
I'm getting nostalgic here. Hell yeah.
You know what's great? I still have a PS2.
So do I.
Still have a PlayStation 2.
Fear
And
the-
Xbox 360.
Fear the Beard says, I'll be at the game. My 7th game in person. I'm 6-0 so far. See, shout out to Fear the Beard, man. He's 6-0 at Steelers games, man. You're about to be 7-0. That's a fact. You're not going to jinx it. And I'm not going to jinx it for you. That's going to be a dub, man. 6 games. I've only been to 1. We've only been to 1.
We're 1-0.
We are 1-0. We're undefeated too.
We're 1-0.
That's great. I hope you enjoy the game, man. I'm sure, dude. I'm sure Heinz Field's gonna be rocking. That Heinz Field Forever sign will be up. I'll have my "It's Still Heinz Field to Me" shirt. You won't see it under the DK shirt, but I'll have it on.
Yep.
I'll be all Steelers decked out.
It's Heinz Field, damn it.
It's Heinz Field. How do you guys watch the Steelers games? I'm using Stream East because I live in California. I just purchased Sunday Ticket with YouTube TV. I know it's kind of overpriced,
Yeah, it's
but
it's
I need
pricey.
it. We need it.
Yeah.
Stream East is a good option though. I know didn't they get shut down? No, don't they got pirated or parent sites?
All I heard was that they were shut down, but there's like another one. I don't know.
No, I don't want to put it out there.
I'm not gonna put it
Next
out
thing
there.
I need is the FBI knocking down my door because I'm leaking out illegal streams. That's the thing I need. They'll think I'm a part of it. Hoping to go to the last game of the year versus Baltimore. I just hope we're not resting starters. Believe me, we won't rest the starters. I think this team, it's the Steelers at the end of the season. I think we will have to play the starters. I'll just put it that way.
When's the last time we didn't have to play the starters?
2017.
Was it? Yes, that's right.
Because that's the last time we had a first round bye.
That's right. Wow.
That's insane.
It's been a minute. Yeesh.
Yeah, I know. Joey Weaver says 5 touchdowns. 5 touchdowns for A-Rod? 5 touchdowns. TJ Black says, had a shitty day. Thought, though my mom was septic today, found she just has an infection. Thank God she's going to have surgery tomorrow. Pray for me. Let's get some prayer emojis in the chat for TJ Black's mom, man.
Absolutely, man. Sorry to hear that.
A mother is very sacred to a son. So, yeah, prayers to your mama for sure. Hoping that surgery goes well and she gets completely better, man. Prayers out to you. Prayers out to the mama. Prayers out to the family, man. Seriously. Get some prayer emojis in the chat for our guy, TJ Black. What are the chances Tyreek comes to touchdown? I'm surprised I wasn't asked earlier. Did John go unchained? The chances, in my opinion, are slim, but I don't want to rule it out because the same person that leaked the Ramsey news is the same person saying the Tyreek news.
Yeah.
Now, that was before his legal troubles came out.
I was
Again,
just about to mention that. Yeah, that was before.
Doesn't he have like 8 different charges against him regarding domestic violence?
It might even go back to his Kansas City days. I mean, he's always been filled with drama and a bit of a nutcase.
Nah, I'm not laughing at Tyreek. Dry in the chat says 6-0. He needs to go to a playoff game. Yo, for real, get this man to a playoff game.
Yo, somebody's got to get him to a playoff
And
game.
stay, keep going to the games. You know what I'm saying? Like, get season
Get
tickets.
him now. Get him on the sideline.
Get season tickets.
Get him on the sideline, man.
Rob, yes, that is a DK jersey. I bought it. I low-key bought it this week. I think I bought it. I bought it Wednesday.
You bought it
Wednesday night. It shipped yesterday. Got here today. Yeah, buddy. I had to get it.
Yeah, that's not Kyle Allen. That is DK Metcalf.
Yo, you coming up with all these fours.
Yeah, Kyle Allen, Jordan Berry. Who else was 4?
I don't know. Who else was 4?
Who else was 4?
Wasn't Byron Leftwich 4?
Was he?
Uh-huh.
He was 4.
Byron Leftwich.
Oh, geez. How about that?
Where
That's
is he
another one.
at?
I don't know. I don't think I don't know if he's coaching still. I don't know.
What are your guys' expectations just for this year? I'm just not trying to get excited. I still believe we're going to go one and done in the playoffs, ultimately.
I still don't trust this coaching staff. They need to build my trust.
All I'm going to say is wait until December. Because if we don't collapse, if we start actually winning in December, then maybe it could look different. Wait till December. Then maybe we'll see a change.
Yeah.
My first ever Steelers game was the 2017 Thursday Night Football game. AB Tutty versus the Titans. I was a few rows back on the touchdown Ben threw when the Titans went offside. I remember that. That was a great game.
I do remember that game, yeah.
That was a dominant game. Rodgers, Elite, Wilson already in talks to get benched. I won the war. Yeah. Dude, Wilson is already... He's never gotten benched before, and the Giants are like, bro, week 1's enough.
Yeah, the Bulls seriously had to reconsider, like, do I actually want to play Russell Wilson? Do I want to start Russell Wilson? Ultimately, Russell Wilson's still the starter.
And I don't know if this is true, but I read somewhere Brian DeBull went to the Giants ownership and said, hey, maybe we should start Jackson Dart. I don't know if it's true, but two things. One, you're the coach. You make that decision. Second, that is the dumbest thing you could do to Jackson Dart right now because he's not ready. He doesn't even know how to play under center. His scheme, his system at Ole Miss was built to succeed for him. He doesn't know an NFL offense. Don't start him yet.
Apparently, I haven't checked the depth chart, but apparently I read that Dart is the backup to Russ and Winston is the third. I wouldn't have done that. Dart needs to sit a full year.
He should. He should 100% red shirt.
I wouldn't be surprised if he starts by week 4.
That'd be stupid.
I mean, the Giants are a mess.
Steel Mexican says, will we see more Roman Wilson? He can only get more than 10 snaps, right? Right?
I'd like to see more Roman Wilson.
I think we see more Roman. Here's a bold prediction, and I think it's bold because we haven't seen it yet. I think Roman gets his first career catch on Sunday.
That is bold.
If there is any, not that I'm encouraging, the sportsbook thing, but if there's any slips out there, or if there's any wagers or whatever, if there's any option for Roman Wilson for one catch, I think confidently you can do it this week. I think that he's got a full game healthy under his belt. Tomlin might give him more snaps.
Yeah.
TJ Black says, appreciate y'all for the prayers. Hope God can get our Steelers Super Bowl from my mama. Yeah, hope so, man.
Yeah, big time, man.
In God we trust. In God we have faith. Yeah, prayers to your mama, man.
Big time. Big time, man.
Who is Rob and who is Bob?
That is me.
They're the same person.
That is me.
They're the same person.
Of course I know him. He's me.
Jackson Dart is what? Jackson Dart is Kenny Pickett waiting to happen. Yeah, is it weird to me? I still think that way of Bo Nix. I'm still not sold on Bo Nix.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought Nix looked fine.
I'm still not sold on him.
He had a much better rookie season than I anticipated.
No, I'm not disagreeing there. It's just something with Bo Nix is off to me. And the way he reads the defense, or sometimes he doesn't throw the ball deep too often, maybe for what the offenses ran. Something about Bo Nix speaks off to me. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I don't know. Like, he has that chemistry with Sutton is on point. Cortland Sutton. There's no doubt about it.
Oh, sure.
He's got that locked down. No, Knicks. Who they beat? They won, right?
Yes.
Who they beat? Who the hell they
Good
beat?
question.
Who the hell did they beat? Because I don't remember. I don't remember.
Yo, I don't remember.
Hold on, let me check.
Nah, Unchained, you're good. No, you're good.
Oh, that's right. They beat the Titans because Calvin Ridley can't catch, and Cam Ward's dad had to stand up.
It's the Titans. It's the
Yeah.
Titans, bro. That the bull news about Dart is true, bro. Why would you have to ask ownership? You're the coach. Is he scared to lose his job? And he's got to ask the ownership for
Honestly,
permission?
why does he still have a job?
What did you guys think of Rodgers' actual performance? We all know he threw 4 touchdowns, but it was a lot of short passes and play action rollouts that won't last long. It probably won't, seeing at his age, and Lord knows if this line's going to work out. Overall, I think Rodgers actually did look good. I think what he did and the touch on his passes and the way he's able to throw off his back foot, I think that's all still there. Can it hold up the rest of the season? I mean, that's my biggest concern.
That's yet to be determined.
Because this is just his first game. Can that ankle, can that Achilles, can all that hold up? That's what Rodgers builds most of his success off of, is those passes on the boot.
Especially if the O-line doesn't hold up, especially if the run game isn't consistent, he can't really lean on that, or the offense can't rely on it. A-Rod's going to have to constantly drop back and throw. Like you mentioned, the ankle, the Achilles, how is it going to hold up, or even his arm at that?
Yeah, his arm could be shot by... dude, we got 13 straight weeks after the Week 5 bye.
We do. Yeah, we do.
That's going to catch up to
Week
the old
1,
man.
he looked good. 4 touchdowns, but the passes he threw were on point. They were accurate. He got him to his targets. He made some nice throws.
I like a lot of the passes he threw to Calvin.
Yeah, especially that one on Brandon Stevens.
Yeah.
When he made that crazy back shoulder catch, held on to it. He had some good touches on his throws. It's just a matter of, can he be consistent? That's the question. Can he be consistent? Can he continue to showcase that? I want nothing more than A-Rod to do so.
Well, it all does rely on the line, and I do think we need to see more deep passes from A-Rod. We didn't see much of that last week. Hopefully we see more of that this week, seeing that we have a favorable matchup against that secondary. That is
Maybe
hurt and very rough in coverage.
Maybe a deep pass to Roman.
Or DK.
Maybe that's his first catch.
How much money does that entire room cost? This room? Bro.
Ah, man. Well, those helmets, I'll tell you.
The helmets alone.
The helmets,
but
the signs.
we got 2 more in the closet. We have, I don't know how, some of y'all might remember, man, back at our old spot, back at our old studio or back at our old house, we had jerseys lined up across the wall right behind us. We don't have that yet.
Autograph jerseys.
We don't have that yet because we don't have the structure to hold it. Meaning, like, we just don't, to evenly distribute it, we don't have the stability of this.
No.
Of this, what do you call it? Shelf, of these shelves. So we could probably hang like 1 or 2, but that's it. That's it. But we got all that stocked somewhere. But between the 2 title belts, the helmets, the 2 signs here,
the footballs, the cans.
Yo, I'll be real with you. Even the fire
the picture frames in the background, like the one you can see of Cower.
The Fire Canada is still up there. The old Fire Canada sign.
Yeah, it's wrapped up.
Or Blame Canada, whatever it was. It's still up there. Bro, I don't know. No, definitely not 30.
No. I couldn't tell you, to be honest. I don't know.
Probably 2-3K, maybe. Maybe not even that much.
But if
you include like all the other jerseys and all that, I mean, you're probably
we got
stacking up a couple Gs.
so much more stuff. You have no idea.
The Fire Tomlin sign, we have it in the corner.
Oh, that's free.
Yeah, no, it's not. I had to buy
the sign. Yeah,
I had to buy the sign.
How much was it?
Like $12.
Wow, $12.
12 for 3. That's 3 signs we can make.
Well, we have it on reserve.
That's been there like what, 2 years?
It's on reserve. I won't be surprised if we hang it back up.
We probably will at some point.
I hope not. Believe me.
Now I want a playoff win. If they can get that, it would be cool. I just don't want to get excited. No. See, I'm the one that's greedy. If they get a playoff win, you might as well go all the way. That's the whole point of everything they've done this offseason is, hey, you got all these names, you got all these pieces.
Yeah, a playoff win doesn't stop there.
No, the job's not finished. Keep going. It don't stop there. You just go forward. So yeah, I'm hoping that eventually.
I mean, that's the goal. All in,
That
right?
is the goal.
That's the goal. So go out there and prove it.
They should have brought in competition for Broderick Jones back in free agency. Cam, I agree. You can't be settled with the guy just because, we took a first-round pick. No, we should always bring in competition, regardless of the position.
No, they didn't do that. As a matter of fact, who were the free agent tackles at the time? Because
I don't think the options were. I don't think the options were that great.
Well, if I were to look.
Angel says, grateful for all the content y'all do. You guys are a blessing for Steelers fans. Your passion and knowledge about Steelers is top-notch. Thanks, Twins. Angel, thank you.
Thank you, Angel.
Thank you, man.
That means a lot.
By the way, thank you guys for all the support this week.
If you're not down with that,
I'm down with that.
we've got 2 words for you.
Steve Nash and Chris Ball. Must-see TV.
That's more than 2 words.
Ben said 2 words. I gave him 2 words.
No, that's not 2 words.
Nash and Paul.
That's 3 words. Barber FM with a 199.
He said 2 words.
You said more than 2 words.
Anyway, Barber FN. Will you guys get mad if we brought Deontay Johnson? Yeah. Yeah, what? Yeah, what? I don't want Deontay Johnson back.
Who?
I don't want Deontay Johnson
What
back.
happened?
No.
Unemployed.
I mute the game on TV, was listening to you guys. Thanks. We tried to give the best commentary.
That's pure emotion. Pure emotion. But we try to give commentary.
But yeah, thank y'all for all the support this week. All the subscribers, all the views. We do greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys, man. Without you guys, we ain't here. And I know it's very cliche, but it's true. Thank you guys, man. Seriously. What if Roman gets a touchdown for DK? That's even greater. It's not going to be on my Bengal card, but maybe it should now. I'll be the one to put $5 on it. I know it's very early, but who are the top 3 quarterback prospects you're eyeing for in the upcoming draft? Dry? I got you. I'm looking at Garrett Newsmeyer from LSU, Lenore Sellers, and the third one's a toss-up because I think Klubnik is dropping his stock. I am not sold on Drew Allar. Never will be. Maybe he continues on and shows me a little more. For me,
I wouldn't say that about Allar. I'm willing to give him the full season.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm willing to give him the full season.
You're a little more patient than I am.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Well, he's a senior.
Hence, I'm going to give him the full year.
Anyway, so Newsmeyer from LSU, Lenore Sellers from South Carolina, and I'm trying to think. I mean, Fernando's solid. So is John Mateer.
I'll tell you, Arch ain't declaring, nor should he.
No, Arch isn't declaring.
He's still got a lot of work to do.
Arch isn't declaring, no.
That ain't happening.
Arch is not declaring, nor should he. He's not ready.
No.
He's a 2027
He doesn't need
guy.
to. He does not need to.
I haven't looked much into Nico. I know he transferred, which is the best thing for him because Tennessee is just isn't a good offense for quarterbacks.
Didn't he go to UCLA?
He did. I haven't looked much into him. I'll be real with you. I really haven't.
Yeah, he's with the Bruins. How is he doing, actually?
No clue. A lot of people script their channel. I appreciate authenticity. No, if we write notes down, like bullet points, and it just flows.
Yeah, we just flow with it. You know, we
It's
bounce
just
off
flow.
each other. We give you guys the opinions.
Back when we started, we used to script it like word for word, bar for bar. I can't do that no more because then
It's not pure. It's not real.
That and I'm trying to constantly like go word for word. I'm constantly looking at the notes rather than looking at the camera. It's not real, you know. It's like I'm stumbling over my words to try to read what I wrote instead of just speaking to the people. You know what I'm saying?
That's real, authentic. I can't say it. Authentic, real stuff there.
Tommy
much.
Castellanos has joined the Heisman race. I've seen that.
Yeah. Florida State, dude. Like, wow. They're off a better start than people envisioned.
Oh, for sure.
They had the upset on Alabama. God.
Was that last week or what was that?
Week one, I think.
That was week one.
Yeah.
What games we got tomorrow?
Actually, now that you mention it, let me take a look. Let me take a look here. College football schedule.
Yo, I was trying to watch the South Carolina game last week and they delayed it for weather. I was so mad.
Yeah.
Because I know they had the Oklahoma and what game was it? Oklahoma and I think Michigan.
Okay, so we got
And I was trying to watch that on a certain illegal website, a pirated site, and delayed. I'm like, wow.
So we got Clemson at Georgia Tech. We got Wisconsin at Alabama. Central Michigan at Michigan. We got Georgia at Tennessee. That should be good. We got Iowa State at Arkansas State. Ohio at Ohio State. Florida at LSU.
Ooh, that should be good.
That should
By
be
the way,
good.
I'm not sold on Carson Beck either.
No,
I'm not sold. I never was. Even when he was in
was.
Georgia, I never liked as a
Never was.
quarterback.
He just don't got it in him whatsoever.
Nah, fam.
Nope.
No, but yeah, Castellanos, yeah, he is looking good. I'll definitely keep an eye on him for sure. Yeah, I'd probably say he's probably like my 4. He's probably like my 3 or 4 then, yeah.
Yes, authenticity. There you go. The big word.
That's a big word, yeah, sure. What year did you guys move into this room? This room was
2 years ago.
Quite literally 4 or 5 days right before the week 1 opener versus the 49ers where we got blown the hell out.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was a wild start, wasn't it? The McCaffrey big touchdown and whatnot. Yeah, that was just only mere days before.
Yeah, mere days. So, like if you look at the stream or the recap of that compared to this, you can see we just kind of put whatever we did, whatever we could at the time, still trying to settle in. It was just one of those rough times where the opportunity to move here came. We couldn't pass on it, seeing where we used to live in the area. It was just like either take it now or stay in a rough spot in Harrisburg.
Yeah, it was a
like, I'd rather scramble rather than live in an awful area.
yeah, I mean, it was a opportune time for us, and it was like, we can't pass up on it. So it was just like one of those things.
Yeah, it's worked out. We're still here. We're still here, and I like it here. It's much better than where we used to live.
It's crazy. You guys were about 22 when I started tuning into you. I believe you're 26 now,
Yes.
and I'm 22. And time
Wow.
flies. It says Ohio Game Talks.
That's insane.
yeah,
I don't remember.
yes.
I don't even remember when I was 22.
No.
Don't sing the Taylor Swift song, please. Don't do it. Yeah, I hear that song everywhere and it irritates the crap out of
I
me.
don't. Luckily, I don't. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
I'm good. But that is crazy, man. Like, wow, time flies, man. It's really crazy.
Who's y'all's biggest draft hit? A player you guys liked more than most and turned into a stud. Ooh.
That's gonna have to take some thinking.
Ooh.
That's gonna take some thinking, Dry.
And I don't want to go with a basic first rounder because like that's not fair.
No.
I'm gonna have to think. Wow, that's kind of put us on the spot there, man.
Geez, I don't know.
Holy mo, man.
Because there's so many. Like I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Creed.
Yeah.
And I say that because I don't think too many were high on him because he's a left-handed snapper. Like that makes a difference. I don't think it makes a difference. It might. The trajectory of the ball spins a little different. Whoopie hell. It doesn't give Mahomes any issues.
No, it's actually not.
Creed. But even that, I think, yeah, he wasn't drafted as high as he should have. Steelers. But probably Creed. I still don't think that's a good enough answer.
I'll keep going with the trend of center, Linderbaum. I always liked Linderbaum.
Yeah, but he was the first rounder. Everyone knew he was the best center in the nation.
Yeah, but I always liked him. I mean, he is a stud for the Ravens. It sucks he's a Raven. TJ Black says Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah,
He went to the right team.
Yeah, he did.
The right team.
Yeah, he did. I wasn't high on Hurts, man. I really wasn't. Well,
Now-
I wasn't high on him coming to the Steelers because I knew coaching would have screwed him. Looking back at it, should we have drafted him? Yeah, over Claypool, yeah. But would he have had the career he has now? No. Not with us. Not with Matt Canada. Hurts is right where he belongs.
Yep.
Right place, right time for him.
He won't be as free as he is in Philly.
God, you got me thinking, man. Because, hell, we've been doing this whole draft stuff since, what, 2016? A lot of people. See, I'm trying to go down my biggest draft crush that year. Or almost each year. God, man. Honestly, dude, I'm going to have to come back to you on that.
See, I always liked Peppers. Now he's a Steeler. I don't know if that's a good enough answer, though.
No, I'm trying to go with like a late day 2, mid day 3 guy I really liked. I can't think. Bro.
Yeah, I can. I might honestly have to really think about that and give my answer on the Seahawks live reaction.
I mean, I did like Diggs, Stephon Diggs. I did like Diggs for sure. And to see that he lasted to the 5th, I thought was kind of a crime, and he obviously blew up into a superstar.
Dry says you could honestly answer the opposite as well. A player you guys loved who was a bust.
Do I have to answer this question?
We freaked out over him, and he was the worst player last week.
God. So far, Broderick. I could say Kenny, but I wasn't the highest on Kenny coming out of Pitt.
That selection actually caught me off guard because I forgot about Kenny.
Yeah.
TJ Black says Bush.
Bush, for sure. Absolutely. I remember, I forget what mock it is, but I remember that year we predicted the Steelers would trade up with the Broncos to select Bush. Now, obviously, the trade details were different, but in a mock, we did predict it. I liked Bush. I really did.
Do you want to take a player that wasn't a Steeler that we liked?
That was a bust?
Yeah. Like a non-Steeler.
Sky Moore.
Yeah. He's a Niner now.
I was big on Sky Moore, man.
He's a Niner now.
I thought he was a typical Tomlin receiver. A converted receiver with route running ability. Sky Moore sucks.
He's not good.
Sucks.
Nope. Not good at all.
Sky Moore sucks. That's an easy one for me.
It's hard to disagree on that one.
Najee Harris.
Sheesh. Sheesh. Wow.
Yes, Jacob, I do think DK does go off. DK meaning Donkey Kong. That was always my character in Mario Kart.
I was always a Bowser guy. I always liked Bowser.
Yeah, I remember those Sky Moore to the Steelers mock draft. Yeah.
I think we included him in one too.
Well, I don't know how many, but I think it was minimum one.
I think one.
I like Sky Moore a lot, man. He was a big disappointment.
I would consider Pickens a bust since he's not on the team no more. Who the Cowboys face week 2?
I don't know. Honestly, I haven't really looked at the schedule. What's the schedule like? We had the Commanders and Green Bay. Well, I fell asleep last night. Jacksonville and Bengals. Give me the Bengals.
That's a snooze fest.
Da-
That's right. They face New York.
Dallas and New York. Give me Dallas.
The Giants.
Chicago and Detroit. Give me Detroit. They got to bounce back. Los Angeles and Tennessee. The Rams. Give me the Rams. New England versus Miami. New England. Miami's a mess right now. Why would I take them? San Francisco, New Orleans.
Mac Jones is starting, bro. It's the Mac Jones versus Spencer Rattler show.
Give me Mac Jones.
Talk about boring game of the week.
Give me Mac Jones. Buffalo and New York. Buffalo. How about Buffalo, man? They came
That
back.
comeback win, bro.
Hell yeah, 25-40.
That comeback win, baby.
Came back with 4 minutes left. That's what I'm talking about.
Derrick Henry fumbled and stuff.
Yeah, buddy. I
Wow.
appreciate the fantasy points, but screw y'all. Choke. Seattle, Pittsburgh, give me Pittsburgh all day. Cleveland and Baltimore, give me Baltimore. Lock of the week. Joe Flacco comes home.
Not to win, though.
No, not to win. Indianapolis and Denver, give me Denver. Daniel Jones?
You don't think Daniel Jones rides on the momentum?
That Broncos defense is too good.
Yeah, no. Danny Dimes is going to have a rough day.
Carolina, Arizona, give me Arizona. Philly and Kansas City, give me Philly. I almost said the Patriots. What's the difference? They're the new Patriots. The Chiefs, I think they start 0-2.
Philly's just real good
Kansas
right now.
City's easy to beat. I mean, maybe not for us, but the recipe is there. It's just you got to cook. You got to
Philly found that recipe, dude. I know they lost some key players, especially on that defense, but they also know how to replace them. They know how to find talent.
Yeah, Howie Roseman knows how to draft.
Plus, they still have a good defensive coordinator, so I think Philly will be fine.
Atlanta and Minnesota, we got Michael Penix
Versus J.J. McCarthy, rematch of the national championship just, 2 years ago?
Yeah, it was Washington versus Michigan. Michigan won. Roman Wilson got that championship.
McCarthy looked good in the second half.
He did. You know, McCarthy didn't get nothing going. And yeah, he picked it up. I gotta give him some credit. He played with a lot of grit and toughness there.
Yeah. Penix looked good week 1 too.
Yeah, I think Penix has got, a solid arm. He just got to get things down in terms of reading the defense, and of course, his receivers got to help him out.
I don't know. This could be a fun Sunday night matchup.
Give me.
I don't know how Philly and Kansas City ain't prime time, but okay.
Give me Minnesota. Give me Minnesota.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Should be a fun matchup though.
Doubleheader Monday Night Football. We got Tampa Bay, Houston. Give me Tampa Bay.
Yeah, Houston's got some things to figure out. They're the favorite.
Dude,
Houston's the favorite.
How?
Baker just threw 3 touchdowns.
Emeka Egbuka had a hell of a debut. I switched him out last minute. It was either Egbuka or I think Aaron Jones. And I made the bold decision to swap him out last minute. And I'm glad I did.
By the way, can I say props to Baker Mayfield?
Yeah.
Like real stuff. Props to Baker Mayfield. Like he has really turned his career around. And a true leader for Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I'll tell you this right now. If Baker was my quarterback, I'd be very happy. I couldn't say that about Cleveland Baker, but now Baker, I'd be very happy with Baker.
He's grown so much. Like props to Baker.
Baker's awesome. Los Angeles Chargers versus the Raiders. Give me the Chargers. Chargers looked really good last week.
Herbert looked good.
Yes, they did. They looked really good. No, TJ, I pronounced it correctly. I pronounced that correctly. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's not like the typo on the what was it, the news feed or something.
Have you guys ever trolled in X spaces? No.
No.
I don't believe in trolling.
No.
First of all, I don't know how to troll. Second, I don't understand.
I don't get the purpose. Like, what does it do? What is it for?
Maybe I'm a boomer. Maybe I have a boomer mindset. I don't understand trolling.
There's just better stuff to do with your time than to troll on spaces or just whatever.
I don't understand troll accounts. I don't. People that hide behind certain player name and certain player advertisement, and then they get instant notifications from a certain, like Adam Schefter, and they put something. I just don't find that funny. I don't find that funny to me.
That's not my humor.
No, it's not.
Best thing that happened for Baker was the Deshaun Watson trade. Says Phillip.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. And shout out to Baker, man. He went to the Panthers, then he went to the Rams, had that 2-minute drive touchdown versus the Raiders on Monday night.
After being there for 2 days.
And the Bucs gave him a 1-year prove-it deal, and Baker made the most out of it. I love Baker, man. Like, I thought Baker was a better Johnny Manziel.
Cleveland Baker was serviceable.
Yeah, but ever since he left, man, he has really stepped up a lot.
Yeah, he has.
Like I've grown to appreciate and respect Baker. Like he's really cool to me now.
2 straight 4,000-yard seasons.
40-something touchdowns last year. What do you guys think about Russ Wilson? How long before he gets benched? It could be after this week. If the Giants aren't competitive versus a rough Dallas defense, I think he gets benched. If there's already talks now, they might give him a second chance, and then if nothing happens, they're probably going to bench him.
Yeah, because Dallas's defense, I mean, like, they don't have Micah. That's one thing. Another thing, they don't have Deron Bland. They lost him. They're going to lose him for weeks. So their secondary is beat up. And they have Kyrie Elam as a starter, bro.
Kyrie Elam sucks. It's an Elam thing.
Yeah. Like Russ, like, if there's a time to cook, it's this week.
Yeah.
But Nabbers and Wan'Dale Robinson.
I need Nabbers to get some point. I have him in fantasy. He's like my number one receiver, I think.
What did he do last week?
I don't know. I think that's the one league I lost. Pretty sure I lost that league.
I'm in like 4 leagues. I won 1.
Hey, Josh Jacobs got me 14.4 points. Woohoo.
Yeah, he had a good game.
Jordan Love got me 20 on the bench. I got Lamar Jackson anyway. Nabbers.
I got Love in 2 fantasy leagues, so he did good for me.
Oh, wait. Nabbers is in my other league, the one I won. Terry only got me 9.8. What is that?
Yep.
The
Commanders weren't that great.
Caleb, what's his name? Jaden only got me barely 20. Thank God for his rushing yards. He only got 17. Okay.
That's it?
I'm starting Agbuka again, bro. You're
You're gonna have to. And I have Matthew Golden, by the way.
Down with that. We've got 2 words for
Ball
you.
Rep with a 199. Week 1, I panicked. Traded Justin Jeff for Keelan.
No,
Coleman.
you didn't.
No, please tell me you didn't.
No,
do that.
you didn't.
I know Coleman had the best game of his life last week.
So far.
No.
No.
It's one-sided, bro.
But
That manager or anyone should veto it.
no, like, there's no way, bro.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, I have Matthew Golden. I had him in my flex last week. He didn't do much, so I took him out and I put in Tyler Warren. Glad I did that because Golden, though he could have had a 96-yard touchdown if Love threw it right.
He got 2 touchdowns.
Could have had 2 touchdowns. He didn't.
The Steelers suck.
Yeah, they do. I mean, no, they don't. Not now.
Not now.
Yoshio Martinez, subscribe. Thank you, Yoshio.
Thank you, Yoshi.
Yoshio?
Yoshio?
I don't know. Random question, but did you guys want the Steelers to trade for Deshaun Watson back in 2022 or no? I did entertain the idea. I'm not going to lie to you. I did entertain the idea. I didn't think it was going to happen because that was Ben's last year. They weren't going to trade for a quarterback. I did entertain it, though. But at the same time, seeing everything that went down and why he was out the league and what transpired, that's why I couldn't fully commit. I entertained it based off of the fact that, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. But it would have been weird if we went from Ben
To Watson.
with the off-field things. It would have been.
I always had the sense when Watson took that year off away from the Texans, I always had the sense like, bro, that's gonna affect him.
It did.
Oh my God.
Well, the offseason or the off-season off the field stuff absolutely did as well.
Yeah, I mean that's just added upon Watson's poor play. I mean, like, Watson, he's never gonna recover from this.
Bernie says Tomlin won't start Y.A. Black. What a moron. No, he won't start him, unfortunately. It'll be Isaiah Quiet Milk, Spoiled Milk,
Silent Milk.
Awful Milk.
No impact milk. I don't know. He doesn't do anything. I'm sorry.
Milk before the cereal milk. I don't know. That's how bad he is. Who does that? If you do that, you're a psychopath. But no.
So Chris Boswell,
What?
he's a serial killer.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
I
Anyway.
couldn't resist.
No, he won't start Y.A. Black, but apparently Terrell Austin says he expects him to take a bigger role. What the hell does that mean? I don't know. Hopefully more playing time. James Claypool. Oh. Hey guys.
Claypool.
I'm a relatively new subscriber with you guys, and I have to say I really like your style. How long does Tomlin stay after another one and done with the moves Khan has made in our draft class? He's going to stay as long as he likes, because as long as Art the Clown is in charge of making the decisions around here, he's going to have all the faith in the world in Mike Tomlin, no matter how many one and dones he has.
Yeah.
If he wants to play for another 20 or coach for another 20 years, he will. And he'll still have no losing seasons and maybe 2 playoff wins in that time period.
Yeah, Tomlin's not going anywhere. Tomlin's going to leave whenever he decides, like, hey, I'm done coaching. Art Rooney's not going to do a thing about it. He's not going to pressure Tomlin. He's not going to put him on the hot seat. Tomlin's seat is as cold as ice.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to happen to Tomlin. Just based off of what Art Rooney has said about Tomlin and just how he feels about Tomlin. Why should we believe that anything will really happen?
But, I mean, after everything they've done, if they don't advance anywhere in the playoffs, man, what a bust of a season.
Listen. Tomlin, this is Tomlin's team. This is what Tomlin wanted, especially with A-Rod at the helm at quarterback. Tomlin advocated for this. He got it done. He was the front runner.
Yep.
So if it ends poorly, like we all fear, something should be done. But will something be done?
No.
Most likely not.
No, ultimately, I don't think no. What would need to happen for Tomlin to lose his job this season? He would have to commit an ungodly crime. What would have to happen is, honestly, let's say he flops this season, has his first losing season ever. I still don't think he's going to lose his job. I think that Art Rooney II in the chair is going to think, well, one losing season out of 20 something he's had isn't so bad.
So an excuse.
Yes. I don't think even a losing season is going to make him lose his job. Because one out of how many he's been here, they're going to look at that.
No, it's not like, oh, Tomlin had his first losing season, you're fired. No, that's not happening.
So
that won't happen.
In order for Tomlin to lose his job, he would have to do something very bad off the field, which he's not because Tomlin's not that guy.
No.
Tomlin is a great person, a great soul, a family man off the field. Outside of the film room, outside the office, outside of the headset. He is a terrific person, a terrific human being. He is a mentor. He is a motivator. He is a father. He is a family man. He is a father to a lot of people, actually. So that would never happen.
No.
Nor do I want that to happen, obviously. But yeah, that's probably the only way.
No, Tomlin's not going anywhere. Despite our beliefs on him, he's not going anywhere.
No.
And we know that.
He would have to streak. Oh, God.
Yeah, I see it. You don't have to read it out loud. I see it.
Yeah, he's a model citizen. Absolutely. I tried to give Watson the benefit of the doubt at first, but he not only was a creep, but he's on a Bengals rivalry. Fuck that guy. He sucks, too.
He's awful.
Let's not forget that. He also sucks.
He's awful.
Deshaun Watson is awful. I don't think I've ever seen a quarterback downfall as bad as Watson. Is there anyone else that's as bad or worse?
The Browns, they essentially sold their soul for this man and guaranteed him this money.
Everything, every dime signed on that contract, he is going to get. All of it is guaranteed.
You want to know like the 3 years
going to be my
he's
organization.
played for Cleveland? You know, the 3 years he's played in Cleveland? He's played his first season, 6 games. His second season, 6 games. That's 12. His third year, last year, 7 games.
He only played 19 games.
He has not had...
And he's out all this season.
He's never had 8 touchdowns in the season since being Browns quarterback.
He's out all this season, and the Browns are probably going to take a quarterback next year.
He has not even had 8 touchdowns since being the Browns quarterback for them.
Watson better than Pickett? Who isn't better than Pickett? Tommy DeVito is better than Kenny Pickett. Mason Rudolph is better. No disrespect to Brent Mason. Mason Rudolph is better than Kenny Pickett.
Oh, bro, he proved that at the end of 2023.
Love that guy. Absolutely love that guy.
That's why I bought the jersey. Plus, he was the quarterback leading in charge for the Bills wildcard game.
Unchained.
I still support Mason.
Unchained, you got no chill. You got no chill. Don't let Browns fans tell you they were cheering when he got hurt because of his off-the-field stuff. They cheered because he sucks. They love him and be all over him if he was any good. Yeah, I believe that. I believe that. Or could it be both? Could it be both?
Listen, Watson is not good, and he's still recovering from that injury.
You know, I'm a Steelers fan. I don't have any place to say on anything regarding a quarterback doing off the field stuff. And I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there. I was going to say, what I was going to say is, you know, a fan of a team can absolutely dislike what the quarterback did off the field. But yeah, I mean, again, I don't have a place to say that. So yeah, it just doesn't feel right. No.
Him as a football player, though, now, does he ever play football again?
Watson? Probably not.
He re-ruptured his Achilles. Was it his Achilles?
No, Unchained, you're correct. You're absolutely correct. I did a deep dive into the whole case, and nothing about it showed that he was guilty in any way. I'm not going to go into details. None of it showed that he was guilty in any way. No, none of it. Josh says, has there ever been a point where you guys wanted to skip a game? The Mitch Kenny Canada era had me close. Yeah. Probably that era. I was close to missing a game.
You know how
it was after we lost to the Cardinals and the Patriots in the same week when they both had 2 wins going into those games.
After that Cardinals win or loss, the Cardinals beat the Steelers. After the Cardinals loss, I just had this bad gut feeling on that Patriots game. I did.
Me too.
And I still took off work for that damn game.
Yep.
That's how dedicated I am to this team.
I remember.
And after what happened in that game, we lost to Bailey Zapp,
I know we did.
who threw 3 touchdowns.
Remember when we lost to Ryan Finley in 2020 on Monday Night Football? That was fun.
I do.
Remember 2018 versus the Raiders? We lost to the Raiders that were at the time tanking. Maybe in that game they weren't tanking, but
If they saw the chance to beat the Steelers, they were going to beat the Steelers.
Yes. We lost that game versus the Raiders, which really hurt that season when we were torturing to try to get into the playoffs. That Saints loss was very heartbreaking. I remember that game so vividly.
AB's last game.
AB's last game. Hayden got that garbage penalty on Kamara in the end zone. Juju fumbled. Roosevelt Nix thinking he got the first when he didn't.
Good old Rosie Nix, man.
That game was crazy. But before that was the Patriots game. We lost to the Raiders the week prior, but I still called off work to watch that Patriots game because I wasn't going to miss one of the last times we were going to face Brady in the Pats uniform. Even if we might have gotten blown out, I'm glad I called. That was the first time I ever called off work because I'm glad I was able to see that. That was our Super Bowl.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, I'll never forget that Joe Hayden interception. When the pressure was coming at Brady and he was just throwing off his back foot, he was looking for Gronkowski.
Hayden is a legend.
Hayden got up there, grabbed onto the ball, got both feet down. It was an interception. I can't even imagine what it must have felt like in that stadium at Heinz Field. But you could hear through the television how loud it was when Hayden came up with the ball.
To pick off Brady in Heinz Field was something. It was absolutely something, man. It was a moment in time. I will not forget as a Steelers fan. I know it's very lowering to say that was our Super Bowl that year, but you got to think Brady beat the ever-living crap out of it. He was the bully we could not beat.
Yeah.
To beat him just once felt sweet. Just once. And that was a great victory. That was, in my opinion, the best victory all that entire 2018 season.
Oh, no doubt about it, bro.
I got to get that picture framed somewhere. That picture of him picking off Gronk and Edelman on the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Hayden, by the way. Him and Debo, they got a show together, part of the Shea Network or Shea Media, whatever it is. They got a whole podcast up, bro. Y'all should definitely sub up. It's called Debo and Joe. Great show.
Big time.
Great show. Ohio Game Talk says, love the onesie, by the way, Rob.
I still have it, by the way. I'm not gonna bet on anything.
James,
you're not seeing that onesie again.
Yeah, you are. James,
no.
You are.
No.
If we go after quarterback,
you guys, you will see me hatless before you see me wear that onesie.
Sure. I doubt that. If we go after a quarterback in the draft next year, with the draft being here on our turf, who do you think it will be? Who do I think? Oh, I really don't know. Because from now till then, I don't know what quarterback's going to be raising their stock right now. There's not too many quarterbacks right now that are looking that good.
It's still early, man.
It's still very early. In fact, some of them have kind of dropped their stock.
It's really hard to tell, dude.
Arch dropped his stock, although I never thought he was declaring anyway. But he's dropped his stock, so is Klubnik. Alar, to an extent. Penn State's off to a good start, but Alar is just... And something about Alar's off to me. Honestly, I'd probably have to say... Probably Sellers.
Sellers?
Sellers. Because at least with him, you know, he doesn't have to start right away. Nor do I think he should. He still needs to work a lot at the quarterback position.
Oh, no doubt the talent's there, though.
He's got to work in the pocket. He rolls out too much. He doesn't rely on the trust in the line. He doesn't sit in the pocket. He doesn't read a defense too well. But I'll give him this. He's not a one-read guy, and his accuracy is better than what you would think from most quarterbacks. But once he gets down the defense, once he gets down like the mental aspect, his ceiling is very high. Same thing with Newsmeyer. LSU's looking good to start the season too.
Yeah, they are.
And there's a lot of time between now and then. We might not even. I don't know. I was gonna say we might not even draft a quarterback, but I think we do.
No, we draft a quarter. There's no way. There's no way they don't.
We have to.
In Pittsburgh. There's no way they don't.
Yeah, we lost that game because Tomlin liked the flow of Dobbs. Yeah, versus the Raiders. Yeah, we had good flow, but we interception, fumble, 3 and out. So I forget the whole scenario. But
it wasn't good. I know that.
It wasn't good at all. Boston to the Steelers Hall of Fame, says Electric Visuals. Absolutely. His jersey should be retired or unofficially retired. If Gary Anderson can get his number 1 retired, Boston get his 9 unofficially retired. Chris Boswell is a god. That boy is a saint. That boy is a saint. Shout out to Josh Scobie. If it wasn't for him screwing us in the Ravens game on Thursday night in 2015 when Michael Vick starting, we would have never had him. So it took him to miss 2 field goals.
Dude, it was before that Ravens game, man. He wasn't good whatsoever. But Boswell, man, he can kick 60-yarders like it's nothing.
I'd rather play Will Howard than reach and get another picket, says Ben. That's fair. Like, if you know for certain that there isn't a quarterback this upcoming year, then don't get that guy. I think there will be. I think this class is a little better than last year. I think there's more potential. I think there's guys with higher ceilings this year compared to
this past class.
This year's class, there weren't a lot of guys with great ceilings. I think the highest ceiling guy to me from this previous draft class, I mean, I guess Cam Ward. Dart, to an extent, if he can learn how to run an NFL offense. Milroe, if he can actually get everything down at quarterback. I mean everything. There's a ton wrong with Milroe at quarterback.
He's really going to need some.
But that's the thing.
Help.
A lot of these guys have to sit. This upcoming class, I think there's guys that are a little more NFL ready with higher ceilings.
Yeah.
But if they don't show that throughout the rest of the college season, and the Steelers feel that same way again for the second straight draft, I got to agree. If you know for a fact that you won't have that guy, you don't think that guy has that ceiling or that potential, don't do it.
Don't do it.
But I think that there will be a few guys that they're going to be able to choose from. It's going to require a trade-up, which is why they've done everything that they've did this offseason to allow them to have the capital next year to trade up. It's going to take more than just comp picks, but
they're going to they're stockpiling for picks, though, that's for sure.
Yeah. How you guys still awake at 12:40? Dude, I don't know. I don't get much sleep nowadays. I just stay up. Sometimes I stay up as long as I can to enjoy myself. And I'm enjoying myself right now. We still got 100 of you guys in here, and it's almost 1 o'clock.
Yeah, it's 12:42 a.m. over here on the...
It is also Friday night, Saturday evening. Sleep is for the weak. Yeah, sleep is absolutely for the weak.
I'm not tired.
Except when you're sitting on the couch at 7 o'clock at night, dozing over. I've done that a couple times. What's What's the minimum you guys would accept for Broderick Jones in a trade scenario? Dry, man.
Minimum?
I would absolutely take a gift card to Get and Go. I can get Get and Go points for gas. I can use that for Turner's Tea. There's a lot I can get out of that.
I would take a
To allow my quarterback from not getting sacked 3 times a game, I would absolutely accept that.
I would take a Barnes and Noble gift card for me to buy another Stephen King book.
Okay.
I like to read.
He does. He likes to read.
I'm not even halfway through it. That's a long ass.
It's
book.
a
long ass book. God,
It's a great book though.
it's a very, very good book.
By the way,
nothing touches Pet Sematary though. Let me tell you that.
Oh, the book.
Yes.
Okay.
The movie is fine, but oh my God, the book.
By the way, the 1990 It is better than the new one. Hot take, but I like Tim Curry better than Bill Skarsgård.
Skarsgård played good.
He did. I like Bill
played
Skarsgård.
good.
Skarsgård's a great actor.
I can tell you from what I've read thus far that the book and the it's not really a remake, it's more of a movie. Like the movie's based off the actual book compared to the TV miniseries back in, what was it, 1990 you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the recent It is more based off the book. I can tell you that. Like from what I remember, because I've only seen the new It, Chapter 1, Chapter 2, one time, but I do remember that it's based off the book more so than the mini TV series.
Oh yeah, because back then they couldn't allow so much things. Barbara
No.
FN with a 199. I'll take a Dr. Pepper and 25-cent bubble gum. There you go. There you go. Have you guys watched Bad Boys Ride or Die, the Will Smith series? No.
Have not, no.
Believe it or not, no. I've been meaning to do that. But I've seen clips. I've seen plenty of clips.
Did you guys know Stephen King wrote a few of his novels in the nosebleeds of Fenway Park? King is a resident of Boston. What are you, Annie Wilkes over here?
Yeah, you're Andy
You-
Wilkes.
you
You know
know-
every
you know
information
that?
about him. You his biggest fan or something? No.
No, I did not know that. No, I did not know that. That's
Well,
wild.
I mean, Boston's close to Maine, so I'm not that surprised to know that. Because every single one of his stories, it's based in Maine or Derry, right? What's y'all's gas station order for a long road trip? Ooh, all right. I need at least 3 Slim Jims with the cheese stick. You know, like the Slim Jim and cheese stick thing.
Yes.
I need at least 3 of them. I need a white sugar-free Monster. I need some chili Fritos. And a protein bar.
protein bar.
Robert Irvine's protein bar.
Yeah, give me a protein bar. Get
I
me.
don't think that's enough. No, 3 Slim Jims. No.
Yeah, you open it, snack on it every now and then. You don't have to eat the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Give me a protein bar. Give me if they were to have it, give me a Liquid Death. And another protein bar. I don't know. I'll take 2 protein bars and a Liquid Death.
There you go.
I'll take that.
Yeah, I love long road trips. I don't know, some of them are fun. And we're going to get another one coming in April when we go to the draft in Pittsburgh. I still got to set up all of that. I don't know how that's going to work out. I don't know if we're going to do a hotel or Airbnb or even like the whole streaming thing. Typically what we do during draft week is we'll go live every day of the draft week from Monday through Friday or Monday through Saturday, right? It'll be last mock draft, discussion leading up to the draft, and the live streams during the draft. This year's different. We got to go to Pittsburgh. I don't know how we're going to function it. No idea. And we got some time, but time's going to move on.
Yeah.
Time marches on real fast.
So we're really gonna have to brainstorm.
Aaron Derrick says, I really don't have much concern on who we get to replace Broderick as long as they're better than him. It might be Calvin Anderson. He better? Is he better?
I don't know.
Oh, another one. I need a Bargs root beer.
Yeah,
A Bargs root beer. Absolutely.
I don't drink soda at all anymore, but if I were to go for a root beer, it's Bargs. Bargs made the best root beer.
Bargs root beer is untouchable.
Not Mugs. Though Mugs wasn't bad, but A&W.
A&W got nothing on it.
No, Bargs was top.
Muggs is a certified hood classic.
Big
Bargs
time.
is top notch.
Yeah. Bargs was good.
DK jersey such homers. Kidding, love y'all. Yeah, I'm a homer. Yeah, I bought this Wednesday night, bro. This is a last second decision. I was just scrolling my phone thinking, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna buy a jersey, and I got it. Yeah, I bought it. I got it.
Like that.
I'll be sporting it all Sunday. He's here for the next 5 years. I can buy it. It's not like I'm getting any rookie jersey yet because I don't know if they're gonna stay. I don't get rookie jerseys.
Last time we got a rookie jersey was
JPJ.
Najee. No, you bought JPJ.
JPJ. Well, that's just it's fitting.
Yeah.
It's fitting.
For me, it was Najee.
Okay. Well, I bought JPJ his rookie year because it's one of the things you have to have.
Yeah.
But otherwise,
I still have 2 Najees, by the way.
let's put it this way: if Joey Porter Jr. didn't have his last name, I wouldn't buy his jersey. But I don't buy rookie jerseys no more because I don't know if they're staying. I like them to pan out first, sign the contract, and then I'll buy the jersey. That way I can make the investment and know, hey, I can sport this for a while. That way I'm not looking through my jerseys thinking, oh, yeah, I did buy that one.
Yeah. Yeah, we all have a couple of those, I'm sure.
I try not to.
Steelfire, is A-Rod next? LOL. No.
I don't think I'm getting an A-Rod jersey.
Still weird seeing him in a jersey.
Depending on how long Ramsey stays, I might get his. But it feels wrong because, like, I got to get a Hayden one before. Say, I'm going to go eBay shopping now.
Oh, boy, here we go.
I gotta get a Hayden.
How much is Joe Hayden Steelers jersey?
I got to get a Hayden jersey, bro. I love that dude. Because y'all lived through it, too. After the older days of pretty much since he allowed that touchdown versus the Broncos. Rest in peace to Marius Thomas. Ever since that, Ike started to have a downfall. And it took forever to get a good corner. So when we finally got Hayden, I was thankful. He was like a gift from God, right? Same thing with Minka. After Polamalu, we couldn't find a safety to save our life. So when we traded for him, and he did what he did in 2019 and further on up until now, I was thankful.
Yeah.
A medium?
How much is it?
Mm.
Okay. All right.
No, it's not that much.
Yeah. You've been wanting a Hayden for some time now.
Another one I've been wanting was Ryan Clark, too.
Yeah.
I love Ryan Clark. I know Ryan Clark gets a lot of controversy or a lot of hate for his takes or whatnot. I like Ryan Clark. I personally am a fan of Ryan Clark. I like some of his takes. I like what he does. I love him as a football player. Y'all have a very interesting matchup this week. We do. We got the Seattle Seahawks. DK's, I don't want to say revenge game. What's the revenge for? Oh, no, you traded me.
We're on the revenge tour, bro.
Yeah, we got A-Rod last week, then DK, and the next week Jabril Peppers.
Yeah, we're on the revenge tour. Off to a good start.
Ben, yes, I have seen Hayden and Debo's podcast. Yes, I was just listening to their live earlier, actually.
Yeah.
They were talking about they're talking about pretty much the whole NFL slope. And saying how Ramsey blew Garrett's back. Oh, whoa. Yes.
All right.
Yeah, pause.
Yeah, he really hit on him, didn't he?
I thought Rodgers is a douche, but I'm cheering for him as a football player. I can't get this jersey. No. It's weird because, like, I thought Rodgers was a douche, too. I thought he was a complete dickhead or not that much of a mentor or a leader. But ever since he joined the Steelers, he's been nothing but a leader, nothing but a mentor, helping out Roman and Howard and everyone else. He's been exactly what you want him to be at his age. He's not really what the media portrays him out to be. Shout out to Rodgers, man. I found some appreciation for Rodgers as a leader, as an individual, that he is all in. Have y'all seen the reaction of when Boz kicked that 60-yarder or when Jalen knocked out Garrett Wilson?
And you could just sense A-Rod wanted that game.
Like
He wanted that game, and you know what? Good for A-Rod.
That meant a lot to him.
Good for A-Rod to really prove to the Jets organization that, like, hey, I still can ball and have a performance like the one he did and help the team get the win. Good on A-Rod.
Aaron says he grabbed a Rodgers jersey already. You're going to have to grab a Ramsey then. There you go. Depending on how long Ramsey stays, I'll probably get his.
Hey,
But
you do you, man.
how do you feel about the NFL rivalry jersey, and what do y'all think they will do for the Steelers jersey? Honestly, I haven't looked much into the NFL rivalry.
No.
Is that what the Saints were wearing last week? Because that was awful. That was awful.
The color combination between the Saints and the Cardinals was just poor.
Okay,
It was honestly an eyesore.
the 49ers ones are elite. I like the font of the number.
The Niners jerseys always look good.
I like the all black with the red number with the 3D effect or the overshadow or the drop shadow of the gold-esque kind of color.
Sticking out, yeah.
The Buffalo is just white.
All white.
It's like I don't want to play them in the snow if they're wearing that. That's all I'm gonna say.
You know they'll take advantage of that.
The
Rams look good.
The Rams are solid. I don't know what's with the little ram horns on the.
Because they're the Rams.
I guess so. The Patriots are weird. Seattle's are kind of all right. I can get used to that. Miami's okay.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with the Steelers.
I have no idea. Cardinals ones are kind of fire.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think the 49ers ones are the best, though.
Oh, big time. Again, their jerseys always look good.
That's pretty cool. That is.
How
pretty
would
cool.
they do this?
I don't. Yeah, I have no idea. Because it's like it's like their own take on the Steelers jerseys. It's not like we take a jersey from the past and make it. You know, like it's kind of the NFL's own take of it. So I have no idea how they do it.
I don't know. That should be interesting though.
Not a clue. I thought Rodgers was Yo, I thought Aaron Rodgers was a conceited asshole too, but you don't have to personally like the guy, but certainly respect his talent. Oh, you have no choice but to. Rodgers is one of the greatest of all time. Top 5 quarterback all time. Would you guys buy Rodgers jersey if he wins the Super Bowl this year and stays for another? Yes. If he wins this Super Bowl, yes.
Well, for that, yes.
If he wins us a Super Bowl, not just the Super Bowl, but against the Packers potentially, and fulfills the prophecy and gets us back what he stole 15-something years ago, I will forgive and I will definitely buy his jersey. Yes, I will. And I'm not going to lie, that would be a fire Super Bowl. Steelers versus Packers. But then that's Broderick Jones versus Micah again.
You keep Darnell on his side.
I don't think we get that far, but if there's one matchup I want to see if we ever do make it that far, it is that one. Do we get Tyreek or stay with the team that we went through camp together? Tariq Willis, I think we keep with what we have. I don't think we get Tyreek. He's too much of a drama issue. He's too much of a locker room issue. Like, do we really want that? We just got rid of that. Do we want another receiver with drama issues? I know the Steelers are attracted to it, but Omar Khan specifically isn't.
No, not
Kevin
at all.
Colbert, maybe.
I just can't see it. Do I think Tyreek gets traded? Yes. I don't think he sticks around in Miami. I think he's too fed up.
He's going to go
And
back
you
to the Chiefs.
You can't blame the guy.
He's 100% going back to
The
the
Dolphins
Chiefs.
would be stupid to do that.
It's the Dolphins.
I could see if he were to go out of conference, Tyreek, that is.
Where else would he go? Doesn't he have a no trade clause? I bet you he has a no trade clause.
He might. I don't know.
So it's either he says yes or the trade doesn't happen. I'm pretty sure he has a no trade clause. I guarantee you he does.
I don't know. I don't know what happens to Tyreek.
He's going back. He's going back to the Chiefs. I bet you.
Bills, like the Dolphins, are going to do that.
Will they embrace the stars from the logos for the jersey? I think that'd be really cool. I don't know how they will incorporate that into the jersey. I don't know how they would do that, actually. Once they got one on one sleeve, the other on the other. That kind of looks ugly, though. I don't know. Generally, I don't know. If they ever do an NFL rivalries, I'm kind of mind-boggled to think of how they would construct it.
Would it be like a typical black jersey with the white number, but with a 3D effect with it like gold on the number? They do that. What did that just not look right?
I think it would be a white jersey with the gold number and the black drop shadow.
Then that's a possibility. What about the sleeves? The color sleeves? Color sleeves, they keep
Probably
that?
these.
They keep that or no?
No, they might ditch it for the Pittsburgh
Emblem?
emblem. Not the emblem itself, but the little
Like the crest?
the crest strip where people think, oh, it looks like a taxi or a checkerboard or a fucking NASCAR flag. That little bar there. You guys know what I'm talking about. If I had the hat, the draft hat that Devin Bush wore, I would tell you exactly what I'm talking about.
You gotta keep those hats on standby, bro. I know you will come Sunday.
No, I'll have a stack right here. Just like
Come Sunday, I know.
I think one of the most underrated aspects of the shorts that we make of our reactions is that the hats change almost every clip. I think that's hilarious.
Yeah, mine stays the same because this is my go-to hat all the time for this channel. But yeah, Dan, I swear every reel, every reaction, his is different. It's funny.
Do you guys think Watson goes to Diddy parties?
I know Leonard Fournette did.
Leonard Fournette absolutely did.
Why was he there?
Talk about being out of place.
Why the hell was like
I don't know.
Like we all know the video of
What? Hold on. What? Where are you going with this?
no Diddy talking to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that. Oh, okay. I thought.
You know, and Jay-Z just looking around and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like Fournette is just right there. It's an eyesore, like just out of place.
They're all creeps. They're all weirdos. They all are, man. Really. They're all just wackos. Unbelievable. Because they got all this money and they got all this power. They think they can do whatever they want. They're freaking weirdos. Sometimes they can. I mean, didn't he get? I don't want to say acquitted, but he's not going to prison, is he?
He got charged with something. I can't remember.
Wasn't he found not guilty? No, hold on. He was found not guilty. He was found not guilty on certain things, but he was found guilty on transportation. Wasn't that what I heard?
Wasn't it the same thing though?
No, different.
Different.
Either way, yeah, that's a whole situation. What do we think about the running back room? I like it. I like Warren. I like Gainwell in a lesser role, more of a receiving role, and Caleb. Okay, Caleb. I'm not gonna lie, man, because we've been here at like 2.5 hours. We appreciate you.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning.
It is 1 o'clock in the morning. Yes.
Time flies when you're having fun, dude. When you're chatting.
You got that right. How do you guys feel about Caleb, man? Like, genuine question. How do you guys feel about Caleb Johnson? Based off what we saw in preseason and what he did last week.
He had 2 snaps.
I know, but what I'm saying is he had 2 fumbles, 1 in preseason, 1 on the kickoff return last week. He's lacking burst. He's lacking that urgency. Something about him's just slow to me, which is not what's familiar with his college tape. Something about Caleb is just lacking, and it's. I'm sure he'll get better. I think he just got to get more caught up to the NFL speed.
And I think that's what it is. Like, I see what you're saying. I know what you're getting at, and I don't entirely disagree. I think it's just going to take Caleb a little bit of time to still get adjusted with the offense.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, he is the 3rd stringer. He only got 2 snaps.
Well, I think for one, they should take him off kickoff return. That's not where he's gonna fit. That's not where his best role is right now. I get you want him to get touches on the field, but he's not the best kick returner. I'd put Gainwell back out there.
Yeah. Now that I agree on. Now, I don't even know if Caleb really gets involved in this game. I have no idea. I don't know if he gets involved or how involved he gets.
Well, let's just say if they give him the ball, let's not toss it again.
No, because his first career carry went for -2 yards, and that's the statistic he's running right now.
Yeah.
But it's still early for Caleb. I'm not really going to panic about him. We'll see what his role is as the season progresses. I can only hope that Caleb just continues to go out there and work on what he needs to work on and just adjust at the NFL speed as he progresses throughout his career.
For sure. Which Steelers player you want to have a podcast? You know, before Debo did his stuff, I would have said Debo.
Yeah, because Hayward's got one. Kuntz got one. Don't another player have one?
I'm not sure. Not so sure.
Yeah.
But you talking current player or all time? Ben has one, obviously.
Ben, how could I forget Ben?
Ben has one.
How could I footballing with Ben?
Yeah.
Next thing you know, Palomelo's gonna have a headset on.
No.
That ain't happening. You never know.
Does he even use a smartphone?
He's got to, right?
He just seems so old school.
He is old school.
He's never on social media. Thank God. Love Palomalo, man.
I don't think Ward is either.
No.
You don't really see Ward tweet
No.
or post.
Same thing with Heath Miller. Heath
Miller
was one of the quietest players in terms of, like,
he went to work, did his job, was damn good at it, and just
repeated the process every week. He put his head down, went to work, was the best tight end in Steelers history, and you know,
he probably does not have social media. Like, Heath is just to himself, and I can respect that. Because I'd be the same way.
What still I like to have a podcast? I think.
Or A-Rod's on the Pat McAfee show a couple times.
TJ ain't gonna get one.
Le'Veon?
Le'Veon would be cool.
Le'Veon?
Le'Veon would be cool. Le'Veon would be cool. For sure. I think Le'Veon would be pretty cool.
Imagine the stories he tell, man.
Probably he hasn't had one yet.
I think it's only a matter of time.
I like to give him time. And P.S. Loudermilk is McCullers Jr. Don't know how the fuck he's on the roster. I don't know either. Out of all of the Kevin Colbert guys that are still here, minus, of course, TJ and Boswell, is that really it? Hayward, TJ, Boswell.
Highsmith.
Is that it?
Liao, technically, he's on the practice squad.
Muth. Yeah, there's not too many, but I figured Loudermilk wouldn't have stuck around, but he is.
I could have sworn that the selection of Wyatt Black would have sealed Loudermilk's fate, but
nope.
No cigar. Nope.
So many great Steelers we grew up watching. Now the new generation is watching the great Boswell being a clutch machine. Yes. And he is absolutely a clutch machine. He is a killer.
The one and only.
He is a killer, man. If you compare KJ to the rest of the rookie running backs in the league, he's on a normal trajectory. Ashton Genty is not getting 4 yards per carry or anything impressive right now. He's not the only one either. No, you're right. Genty's had a slow start. You're not wrong whatsoever.
It takes time for some of these players, man.
It does. How much more time is he going to get over the next couple of weeks? I mean, you can only hope he gets more carries as it goes on. That's the only way he's going to learn. That's the only way he's going to get better.
Yeah.
He needs more in-game snaps that isn't just returning kicks. That's not going to help him. It might get his feet wet. It might get him adjusted to certain things, but you got to get him with the starting O-line. Build that chemistry. Build that quarterback cadency with A-Rod. If you were Rodgers, would you want to end your Hall of Fame career with the Jets being 5-12? I believe he wants to give Steelers everything and anything he has left. That's exactly what it is, Aaron. You're absolutely correct. And I wasn't all for it to start off because I didn't think that he'd get along because of what the media portrayed him out to be. But obviously, he's not what the media is telling us. So, yeah. And what he did last week, I'm rocking with A-Rod, man.
Yeah, I mean, so far so good. He looked great against the Jets. I can only hope that he remains consistent and he keeps that chemistry going with the not only his targets but Arthur Smith as well.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that Big Ben podcast episode with A-Rod and Troy. The Troy one's gonna be great. He might have A-Rod low key. I want to see. You know who I'm gonna say. I want to see AB.
No.
But it's not going to happen.
Hell no.
They need to have a Shaq and Kobe sit down. Or a, who was it?
AB talking normally?
No. He has his own language now called CTESPN.
Yes. Yes, you do.
I think that'd be really cool. You guys, NBA fans, not fully. I'll catch the finals, but that's about it.
I didn't even catch the finals this past summer.
That's about Isaiah Magic. Yeah, I was gonna say Isaiah Thomas and Magic Johnson. Yeah, that one too. Yeah, they made up. Yeah, that one was really emotional too. But no, I think that'd be kind of interesting. It's never gonna happen, but if that ever does happen, bro, I got the popcorn all right. I got the Jiffy Pop in the cabinet right now as we speak. It is sitting there preserved, waiting for that moment. Never gonna happen. I would like to see Bell and Ben talk. They got no beef.
No.
Why would they? They don't got beef, right?
Not as far as I know. I mean, like, no.
Did he ever have Santonio Holmes on the show?
I
feel like that's one waiting to happen.
I don't think
It's
he
just
did.
bound to happen. Pretty sure he had Heath. I know he had Patsy.
He had Cower. The Cower one was a great listen.
Carl one was great, yeah. So was the TJ one. So was the TJ one.
The Highsmith one, too.
Oh, Heath Miller was absolutely the epitome of a professional. Bro, there needs to be more players like Heath. He's one of a kind, man.
Big time.
One of a kind. I got a Reebok jersey here, bro. That's how far I take it back. That Reebok. I made sure to get a Reebok Heath, man.
I don't even have a Heath jersey. I got to get a Heath jersey. I do.
You guys casually follow hockey or baseball too? Not as much.
Not as much. More so hockey more than baseball to a degree. I did see today that Marc-Andre Fleury's returned to Pittsburgh.
Hypothetically, would you guys say Steph Curry wins Ring 5? As a Steelers and Warriors fan, I want it. I don't want to rule it out. But they're just they're not the same what they used to be.
No.
I don't think that defense is as strong as it used to be. With the way the NBA is now, they got a lot of high scorers now, or a lot of foul merchants, if you know what I'm talking about. SGA, listen, just solid players. Just bro, how many times are you gonna put at the foul line? Good God! If it wasn't for what's his name? What the hell's his name? It's I can see his face right now. Tyrese Halliburton. If he didn't get hurt in Game 7, I don't know if they win.
Yeah, I know because
He was going off in that first quarter. He was going ham on that first quarter. And then, bam, Achilles blew out, just like KD, just like A-Rod.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
That sucked, man. In the biggest game of your life, you're cooking in the first quarter, and your body, man, that sucks. That sucks, man. It really sucks for him. Thunder's trash. Well, obviously they won. Maybe that had to do with the Halliburton injury.
Oh, the Halliburton went. Yeah, that absolutely helped him.
No, that's something about that final series to me. It's just one of those that it didn't hit. It just didn't hit for me. Something about it was just like, wow, this is what we're getting? Really? Like, I feel like they could have offered more. There could have been better, and that's what we got. So I don't follow the NBA as much. It's just there's not too much to invest in anymore. Anyone know how bad Alex Highsmith's ankle injury is? He had to practice. Well, it's not so bad that they didn't give him an injury designation. He doesn't have an injury status, so it's not that bad. So that means he will play. Pacers fan, that would have been awesome if they won. Born and raised in Indiana. Yeah. I think y'all would have won if Halliburton never got hurt. Seriously. Do you guys think that Jabril Peppers will excel this defense? Yes. Yeah, the way he plays, I think he's going to do very good for us. He'll be a great fill-in for Elliott, and then as a depth guy, bro, he'll be a utility tool anywhere they want him. I think Peppers will be just fine in this defense. He already plays to how physical they are. He's got the versatility. They can put him anywhere.
Yep.
I think Peppers is a quality safety. Such a smart player.
Yeah, I think Peppers will fill in nicely. Very experienced at both safety positions. Can play in the box if you need him to. Good tackler, good thumper, good run defender there too.
What is up with JPJ not playing? Well, obviously he's hurt.
Yeah, he's got an injury. Didn't practice at all this week, so he'll be out for Seattle.
Yeah, he got a hamstring injury he suffered versus the Jets. He didn't participate all week. Could be a 1-game thing, could be a 2-game thing. I don't know. But, yeah, he ain't playing. So you got Ramsey, Slay, and Brandon Eccles as your starting 3, with Juan Thornhill and probably Chuck Clark to start at safety. Not the greatest, but hopefully our blitz rate can continue to be as high as it was last week. We can get the Darnold. That way the secondary can kind of just take it a little easy this time around. Yeah, no. Steph is never leaving Golden State. No, he's one of those rare where he's a lifer there.
Yeah, I can't see that.
That's rare in the NBA. Very, very rare. Never happens anymore. When was the last time someone stayed with one franchise for so long? Kobe? Dirk?
You know more than me.
Like it doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen anymore. It's so rare.
Tim Duncan.
Oh yeah, that's a good. Yeah, absolutely, Tim Duncan for sure.
No, Ohio Game Talks. I'm the Bulls fan, but I'm not like a passionate Bulls fan. That's just a team I picked.
I'll throw it back mid 2000s, man. Reggie Miller was there for so long with the Pacers.
Mm-hmm.
And bro, oh man, if that didn't happen that one night, if all those players didn't get suspended, Pacers, man, they could have had it.
Mm-hmm.
They could have. I know Reggie wasn't playing in that game, but bro, they had a really good squad. They had strong defense there. They had Meta World Peace at the time. Oh man, that was their time, and that moment with that fan throwing the beer on Meta World Peace, that ruined it. Now, none of them acted the way they should have. None of that was professional from anybody's side. Malice at the Palace? Nah. A lot of unprofessionalism that night. But if that never happened, the Pacers might have won. Reggie might have had a ring. And Reggie deserved it, man. He really did. Darnold crumbled last year against pressure. If we can get at the very least poor pressure, not poor pressure, like the pressure's poor, like pour the
P-O-U-R.
Pour pressure on him, we will be good, hopefully. Yeah. That's exactly what we got to do. We got to get pressure on Darnold. Then I like our chances.
It's like I said, make Darnold throw. If you put the game in his hands, the pressure's going to be too much for him.
What do you think of the crazy stuff going on with AI?
People will AI anything.
First of all, I think it's scary. Some of the stuff is like convincing. Some of the stuff is weird. Very, very weird. Like, technology has advanced so far. But it's an easy way to get someone in trouble. I mean, we've seen it earlier this week. People have done things to people because they don't agree with them. Who's to say someone doesn't put out a clip or a quote from someone saying something so derogatory and people think it's real? That's how powerful AI is. You see all these voiceovers of these people and the audio sounds just like that person. Last thing we need is someone saying something so derogatory regarding something and people think it's real. AI is terrifying. It's beneficial. Technology is very beneficial when used properly. Otherwise,
if used improperly, God forbid.
Technology is dangerous. Very dangerous. I'll give you a personal opinion. I think technology ruined the world. I know it's hypocritical because literally technology is all around. We're all on technology. We all use it. We're kind of forced to because that's the way the world is adapted now. We have adjusted to a technology world where everyone has a cell phone. Everyone has everything in their pocket. But I do think that social media or technology in general killed the planet. I think it definitely hurt the world a lot. It definitely hurt a lot of people in their social life and their social skills. People just decide to hide behind phones and say whatever they want. rather than going out and meeting people.
People are too comfortable. They're too comfortable nowadays. Made the world a bit lazy.
Oh, very lazy.
I said a bit, very lazy.
How do you guys feel about going against Micah Parsons and the Packers? I don't feel confident. I'll put it that way.
That's for weeks down the line, but if Broderick doesn't hold his end of the bargain on the line, it's going to be a long night. And that's Sunday night prime time.
We have to triple chip Micah. We have to.
It's Broderick, Darnell,
And Warren chipping.
Yeah, basically.
You minimize him as much as possible. Yeah, that Green Bay game, bro, Sunday night at Heinz Field, they're going to be wearing their 1933 throwbacks, which I might get a jersey of that yet. I don't know. I don't know.
Of who?
I don't know. I might get the 94 version. You got Kevin Green. I might get Roddy Woodson. I might get one of the newer ones. And if I do, it's going to be Watt because he's like the only player that's deserving of getting one. So I don't know which
Not
one of those I'm
Highsmith?
going to get. No.
No?
No. No. No disrespect to Highsmith. I don't think I'm going to sport a Highsmith jersey.
All right.
But yeah, that game's going to be it's going to be very tough. Packers are looking very legit. I'm not ready to claim them Super Bowl champions, but they're looking very
No,
good.
they got a lot of momentum, and that obviously comes from the Parsons trade and adding him to that already, stud young defense they got. But no, Green Bay's got all the momentum right now throughout the NFL, and they looked very good and very convincing against the Commanders.
Billy Maher says, Nolan Tomlin, it's going to be Broderick one-on-one with Micah. God almighty. I hope not. No, you're just asking to lose. You're asking for A-Rod to get hurt. I thought Harmon was only supposed to miss one game. That was the hope. Obviously not. If he can't go, I honestly
Don't rush him.
I wouldn't play him until after the bye.
If he can't go, don't rush him. Make sure that his injury is fully healed. Make sure that he is 110%.
Same thing with Elliott. Don't rush it. We got that 13 straight week stretch, maybe even plus the playoffs. Don't risk anything. Don't rush it. I know defense might be suffering right now, and that might be very occurring this Sunday, but I would much rather keep them healthy, make sure they're at full strength when we need them. Does DK have a breakout game? Yes. I'm very confident he will. In fact, my bet is over. I like those jerseys a lot more than most people. The back of the jersey's awful, though. Yeah, the back is just, it's nothing. It's nothing. And plus, I don't like that the stripes don't go all the way down. There's just like the little slot here that's just blank.
Yeah, I don't know why they couldn't have the stripe go the whole way.
But I do like the 33 throwbacks. I would have liked it with the black pants, but I get they wanted to go full like gold helmet, gold jersey, khaki goldish pants. They wanted to go mostly 33 throwback, but I think it would have fit better with the black pants. Or maybe even the black helmet. I love the new helmet. That's the biggest dub out of that entire jersey is that helmet.
Yep.
I think that would have looked sick on the color rush, frankly. Like, take that helmet and put that on the color rush. And then from that 33, the new one, you put the black helmet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that would have been fire. Favorite Cars movie? Like
The
Cars or the movie Cars?
The first one.
Well,
I didn't even see any of the they make 2 sequels.
I never saw any of them.
No, I don't care to. I heard they were bad.
If you're talking like Pixar Cars, Cars, the first one. Otherwise, if you're talking vehicles and Cars movies, honestly,
I didn't really watch any like movies that involve outside of Christine, which is a Stephen King book. Great movie, by the way. It's about a possessed car and whatnot.
Too Fast, Too Furious.
I didn't really watch any of the Fast and Furious movies.
I don't watch any after 5. I refuse to watch 6.
I didn't see any. I haven't really watched any of the Fast and Furious movies. I haven't watched the Transformers movies.
Me neither.
I wasn't really big in Transformers.
Well, I saw the
growing up.
original because
The first one, yes.
You know why?
I didn't even see it.
Um,
I've seen clips.
yeah, I can't watch the 6th Fast and Furious movie or whatever it's called. Furious 6, whatever it is. I can't watch that last scene, dude. I can't. To this day, I can't watch it.
Yeah, it's
I'll,
eerie, dude.
I'll doom scroll and I'll find it, and I'll just nope, I can't watch it. I just can't. I can't put myself through that, bro. I can't put myself through that. I still remember where I was when Paul Walker died. That was so sad. Pixar Cars 2 and 3 are mid. Well, I never saw them, and I have no intention of seeing them.
That's what I heard.
I'll watch the original Cars all day, though. Do you guys think they just stop feeling motivated once December starts? I think they get too comfortable, yes. They get way too comfortable, absolutely. Maybe they get burned out.
Well,
if there's a year they're going
with a week 5 bye, yeah, you're gonna feel hella burnout, but you better be on your A game.
If there is a time this year of games where they're going to get burned out, it's going to be this season. Hopefully not.
Hopefully not, especially with who we have a quarterback.
Project better get it together because all it will take is one hit to injure A-Rod, and then we're fucked the rest of the season. Yeah, and then I'll have to put on my Mason Rudolph jersey again. Yep.
I'll have it on deck just in case.
Do you guys know both Iron Man and Batman are Steelers fans? Robert Downey and Michael Keaton.
I knew Robert Downey. I did not know Michael Keaton. That's pretty cool.
Michael Keaton's awesome. What an actor. Michael Keaton is awesome.
The OG Batman. Well, no, that was Adam West.
That was Adam West.
May he rest in peace. But Michael Keaton in the
movie adaptation.
The movie adaptation, yes, before the Christian Bale ones, which were good. Though I have yet to see Dark Knight Rises. I've seen the first two, not the third one. I gotta watch that.
Yeah.
I gotta see Ben. I gotta see, Omar Khan. You know what I'm talking about. I gotta see Hans Ward run up on. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Gotham. I forget what the football name was.
I gotta see Bane.
Yeah.
Destroy Heinz Field.
Do you guys watch Marvel movies? The last time it was good for me was Thor, Love and Thunder.
No, the last time I saw a Marvel movie was the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
That was the third Spider-Man. I haven't seen a Marvel movie since. I haven't seen any of the Avengers. I haven't seen any of the Incredible Hulks. After Spider-Man 3, bro, I fell out of the superhero scene. Maybe one day I'll get back into it. I fell out.
There's just so much, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? There's so much, so many.
I got a buddy that's like, hey, you got to watch the Star Wars series. I'm like, hey, I have no time for that.
I'm good on that.
You guys fan of horror movies? You have just, you talked to the right person. Yes.
No, we did not watch Weapons yet, though we want to.
I want to. I want to. I want to see that. I absolutely want to see that. I want to see that. There's this new one called Good Boy coming out. It's about it's a dog point of view of supernatural events happening in his house. The dog doesn't die from what I hear, so good.
That should be interesting.
I want to see that.
You want to talk about point of view in a violent nature?
Dude, that movie sucks.
That was boring. I'm sorry, that was boring.
I want to see the new...
Literally, in a violent nature, it's literally the point of view of a serial killer just walking through the woods. It's like if you were to watch Jason Voorhees walk through the woods for an hour.
Imagine you're playing a video game. You're playing the killer, and you're just walking through the woods, and that's the entire game. And then you run into these campers or run into these group of people, and they die. It's the most boring movie ever. Don't watch it.
I don't recommend it. There's one memorable scene. I won't mention it. There's one memorable scene. That's the one scene I liked. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes, of course I do.
But outside of that, it's like there's no emotion there. There's nothing for me to sink my teeth into. It's just a big dude walking through the woods. It's like, I watched it growing up with Jason Voorhees.
There's no dialogue with the characters, so I don't even know if I should care for these people. We don't get no point of view of the other characters. It's just watching the killer walk. I don't want to watch that. Like I'm playing a video game.
No lie, he picked up his
controller and I was moving the joysticks, and it's like I was playing. Boring movie. This is the most underwhelming horror movie I've seen.
Apparently,
in a long
they're making
time.
a sequel.
Why?
They are.
That movie sucked. If you had to ask me what was one of the worst horror movies I've ever seen, that's up there.
There was just nothing there.
I also want to see the new I Know What You Did Last Summer, which is literally just a fucking redo of the original.
I
It's
get a
just-
sense it's a deja vu kind of
It's just
thing.
they brought back Freddie Prinze Jr. and Jennifer Love Hewitt, who is unbelievable, by the way.
She looks great.
But yes, did you guys see the scene with someone in a mask saying, "I want to know who I'm looking at"? Which one was that? That's familiar. Was that a recent trailer or something? I watched a new documentary on the serial killer Chris Boswell. They're gonna make documentaries about the guy. Don't worry. Yes, Tobey Maguire is the best Spider-Man. Always, absolutely.
Yeah, Conversations with a Killer. Yeah, Chris Boswell edition.
They're coming out with a new monster series on Ed Gein. On
Yes,
Netflix.
next month.
I can't wait for that.
That's oh man, that's gonna be.
Call me a weirdo, man.
No, because I mean, who didn't see the Dahmer one? That was trippy.
They need to get
Then
that
the
guy
Menendez
some help.
brothers ones. My God.
They need to get that actor some help.
Well, Evan Peters.
Yeah, all the shit he did in American Horror Story, and then he had to betray that guy, the Milwaukee Massacre, or whatever he was. Yes.
Yeah.
They need to check on him.
Yeah, my God.
Have you ever seen the Terrifier movies? Yes, we've been to the theater.
Why
for
do
the
you
last
think we
two.
call our owner Art the Clown?
That's where Art the Clown comes from. I have a Terrifier 2 shirt upstairs. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen the Terrifier movies.
We've seen all three.
I can't wait for the fourth one.
We've seen all three.
It's the movie that has Scream in it. You know that dude? Man.
Ghostface.
Huh?
I'm lost.
Matthew Lillard?
What?
I am confusion. Toy Story 3 was a perfect ending. No idea why they're making a 4 and 5.
I've never saw
seen
one.
any Toy Story.
I never
It's
saw
like,
one.
Don't crucify me,
I never saw one.
bro. All of my childhood was mostly based off of horror movies. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Holy jeez.
But I turned out normal.
I watched some kid movies. I watched some kid shows. All right.
Well, my kid movies consisted of Ice Age, Shrek, Incredibles, Cars.
Monsters Inc.
Did I say that?
No.
That's
did.
another one.
Over the Hedge.
That's another good one.
That's another good one.
What's that one? Lion King, Bambi. Right? I didn't get into too much Disney. But then I ventured over to I watch everything. Everything. Like I have 17 different personalities here.
You guys fans of the Final Destination series then love the most recent
The
one.
recent one was awesome.
It was good.
The most recent one was the best one since the second one, in my opinion.
It was really good.
That was very well done. I like the different approach they had.
the tie-ins, even the throwbacks to certain moments of the series and whatnot. Like it was very well done.
Yeah. Yes, we watched Sinners. Great movie. Michael B. Jordan needs an Academy Award for that.
Yeah, that was a damn good movie. Even Haley, she knocked it out of the park. Josh Allen's wife now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she knocked it out of the park. Her role was great.
Yes, it was.
All right, bro.
I'll stop simping. No,
All
that
right,
movie.
bro.
That movie was great. Yes. Sinners was awesome.
Sinners, like,
one of the best movies I've seen all year.
and it's, vampire movies, like they're a dime a dozen, like there's a couple good ones, but then there's a lot of really bad ones. That was a very good vampire movie.
You don't get them anymore.
No, you
like
don't.
in the 80s, you had the Lost Boys, you had Fright Night, you had
From Dusk Till Dawn. That was 90s.
that was 90s. You had what was that one? What was that one? It was the one.
Not explain what.
I forget
No,
now.
because you mentioned Lost. Lost Boys might be the best vampire movie, if I had to be honest with you. That's the most 80s movie there is, and that was a damn good movie.
Anything 80s is awesome.
Fright Night was good too.
What's that movie called?
Which one? Who's in it?
Bro, you won't know. I won't know.
I don't know what other vampire movie you could think of.
I'll know when I see the fucking cover. I'll know when I see the cover. Where is it?
You guys fans of Jordan Peele? Us, Get Out, Nope, and
Yes,
him coming.
yes.
I actually look forward to him.
He's a brilliant mind.
He's got one of the Wayne brothers in there.
Yeah, he's got. I think it's.
Is it
Marlon?
It's Marlon.
Marlon Wayne is in the movie.
Yeah,
also, they're
man.
making another scary movie. I can't. Wait for that.
Yeah, Marlon actually admitted that he's bringing back his character.
Yeah. Shorty.
Yeah, Shorty, and of course, Anna Faris is going to be in there too.
Yep, and Regina Hall.
Which is
Brenda.
only right.
Brenda. Those movies are hood classics, man. Phenomenal movies. Those are the parody movies, man, they peaked around that time. Peaked. Like they don't make them anymore. Well, also because some of them just won't go over in today's day and age.
No.
But back then, bro, parody movies were unbelievable.
What's the best scary movie?
Night of
in
the
your
Demons.
eyes? Night of the Demons. That was trippy.
Night of the Demons.
That was trippy, yeah. Though it wasn't a vampire movie. They were demons.
Donovan, yes. We touched on him probably at this rate 2 hours ago.
It was 2 hours ago.
We touched on him. Yes, of course. Who hasn't heard about him? Who hasn't heard
The whole
about him?
situation, yeah.
Yeah, we discussed it earlier. Don't really feel like touching on it again because that takes me down another.
Yeah. You guys think Hartman comes back soon for us?
I don't know.
Again, if he's not 100% healthy,
The earliest he'll be back is week 4 for the Ireland game.
even then, if he's not 100% healthy for that game, you just wait till after the bye.
What y'all think about Despicable Me? Never seen it.
Never seen it.
At that point, in my opinion, I was too old for kid movies. So I never saw Despicable Me.
Never seen that.
I'll be real with y'all. I haven't seen any of the kid movies in the last. What are we? Oh, we're in 2025. I was gonna say, yeah, I haven't seen any. God, really?
Yes. We're almost in 2026.
I haven't seen any of the kid movies in. I think the last real kid movie I've seen was like Up or Wall-E. And then I branched off. So I haven't seen.
Like on your own or
Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, yeah. We got the amount of nieces and nephews we have will surprise you.
The family's huge.
They'll come over and then I'll put on a movie for them to watch. And I'll be invested. I'll watch it. But that's the only reason I'll have it on.
My nieces and nephews made me watch Boss Baby and Moana. Both were fine.
All the superhero movies have the same damn story. The hero discovers their powers. He gets beat by his nemesis. Then he comes back to get revenge on his nemesis and then wins the girl in the end.
And destroys the city in the process.
Yeah. Sounds like Spider-Man.
Spider-Man 2, though. Great movie.
People are literally begging for a Sinners sequel or prequel. There's no other story. You can't. No.
Even then, it's too early. It just came out.
No, not every movie needs a sequel or a spin-off. Just keep it a one-and-done situation.
This isn't like Friday the 13th or Halloween where you just milk the series and it just gets worse.
By the way, can I say that Halloween Ends was absolute garbage? As a massive fan of the Halloween franchise, that pissed me off. And I hated the Rob Zombie Halloween 2 movie. But I watched that one for 24 hours before I will ever watch Halloween Ends ever again.
Yeah, that wasn't. I tried.
That movie sucked.
I tried. That was a disappointing.
That was false advertisement to a T.
Mm-mm.
God. Yes, I like Monsters, Inc. Actually, it's a weird switch over. Actually, I think Monsters University was the last kid movie, now that I think about it. Y'all think J.J. McCarthy is good? Too early to tell. I'll say this. I wasn't a fan of him coming out of
Michigan.
I thought he got really carried by a rushing offense with Blake Corum.
I thought his debut was fine. Took him a bit, slow start, threw a pick six.
It was his first career game. I mean, come some slack.
But, I mean, he definitely, brought the Vikings back. Led them to 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
It's impressive. For him to come from behind like that in his first game, not bad.
Yo, for the horror movie fans out there, How about Smile?
Yeah. Stop smiling. You don't even do it right.
No.
You're not even doing it. You got to get the teeth in there.
I don't smile with my teeth.
Okay, but then you're doing it wrong.
Smile 1, Smile 2 was better. Smile 2 was an acid trip. You didn't know what to believe. That messed me up.
Smile 2 was really good.
If you guys were signed to the Steelers and were forced to be the starters, what positions would you guys choose? Wide receiver. That was my initial ambition. I wanted to be a football player, and I wanted to be a wide receiver. I never got to play.
It's funny because, you know, like, of the catchphrase, I was always known for running the ball.
Yeah.
So, running back.
We put a fullback, better fullback than Connor Hayward. Twins, what's the one worry y'all have for the Seahawks? JSN.
We got to contain that man.
Jackson Smith and Jingbo.
We got to contain that man.
Did you guys watch it? Dude, that was horrifying or frightening. I only watched the trailer. Which one? The original? 1990 or the remake?
He said trailer. Like, what other trailer is he talking about? The It trailer blew up.
Oh.
Chapter 1.
Well, I don't know.
Bro, everybody reacted to that trailer. You know,
Part 1 and Part 2.
Pennywise going out the basement flood.
Yes.
Yeah, everyone reacted to it.
Part 1 and 2, we went to the movies for it. Y'all a kicker and punter? Okay. I can here, I'll be long snapper. How about that?
That ball ain't going anywhere.
Don't worry, laces will be out. You ain't got nothing to worry about. Don't worry. Probably faster than Najee. Jesus. Probably better vision too. Outside the NFL, what's the second thing you guys are most passionate about? Damn.
Pro wrestling.
I do like my wrestling.
But
but it's falling off.
it is. It is.
There's just nothing.
Nothing's good about pro wrestling this year, or just in general right now. There's nothing good.
I'll be real with you. Probably horror movies, bro. Like, I got a fucking collection. We will. Billy Maher, been a member for 8 months. He's got the blue diamond star, whatever you call it. Do I start Jalen Warren or Chris Olave? Warren. You can't trust Olave. He's good.
You can't trust the Saints to protect him either.
He's good, but bro, I mean, he's just can't stay healthy. So yeah, Warren. I think Warren gets a tutty.
I would go with Warren.
Warren gets a rushing tutty, and then DK gets a tutty. Oh yeah, it's absolutely scripted. It's very predetermined. It's choreographed, very choreographed. They're professional stuntmen. They're essentially actors in a way.
Yeah.
I always described it as they are professional stuntmen that do choreography. That can do it in only one take because they're in front of a live audience. Takes some sort of skill to do it.
Yeah. All right, TJ. All right, TJ Black. All right.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah, he needs to go to prison.
Yeah, he should be in jail.
He needs to go to prison.
He should be behind bars, dude.
He needs to go to prison. Just worried about Gainwell. I get that. But Warren, I think Warren's gonna get more touches this time around. How do I become a member? There should be a join button.
Yeah, join button right on the channel.
In fact, I was gonna.
Yeah, TJ, I get it. You couldn't resist. I know.
I hear
You're
you.
good. You're good.
I hear you. I mean that went nationwide too. It was all around the news. Everyone was talking about
dude.
it. Yes, we watched Deacon Moats. Yes.
Yes, of course.
Love what they do out there.
Of course.
They're great.
Great channel.
It's crazy. Moats 10 years ago was
A starter.
Was he a starter?
Yes.
I think he was at one point. Yeah, he was. Yeah.
I think at one point it was him, Moats, and Jarvis Jones starting. If it wasn't Moats and Jones, it was Moats and Harrison. I know that for sure. Before Dupree took over.
Yeah. Moats was good.
That
man.
I remember that.
How many clones of you guys would it take to beat a gorilla? Oh God,
No, we're not doing. No.
100 Men versus Gorilla, whatever it was. How many clones? All right, y'all remember that Family Guy episode where Stewie and Brian were cloning? That many.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That many.
What was it? Road to the Multiverse? Yeah.
That was back to the original.
Was that it?
It was back to.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
I think it was. I haven't watched Family Guy in a while. God, it's been a minute. God, yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
Honestly, just like Marvel or superhero movies, I've fallen off on the animation stuff. Of is American Dad still a thing?
I don't even know.
I know South Park's still peaking because I mean, why wouldn't they? Is Simpsons still doing stuff? I know Family Guy's still getting
Listen,
seasons.
like all these shows that we grew up watching, they've fallen off.
How do they come up with episodes?
The Simpsons is still.
You
running.
don't run out of ideas.
The Simpsons is still running, dude.
How do you? Do you at some point like just recycle things and hope people forget? Like, wow, unbelievable.
Not many people watch the new episodes anymore, dude.
One of the most
Unless you're South Park.
One of the most disturbing movies has to be the Hills Have Eyes movies. I remember seeing the second one in theaters with a girlfriend. She was so disturbed and traumatized by it, she started crying. Is that the original or the 2006 one? I don't think I've ever seen the original with Wes Craven. If I did, I was very young.
No, I don't recall seeing the original. I remember the remake.
I remember the remake very briefly.
Yeah.
That was a little disturbing. I've seen worse. I've seen much worse. I've seen movies I've had to turn off. I won't name them for your guys' sake.
I've seen.
There's some movies out
I've
there.
seen very. I won't say the name of it, but I've seen.
I know what you're thinking.
I
know exactly what you're thinking.
I've seen the second one.
I
Let me just say
I
that.
know exactly what you're thinking.
I-
We were 12.
I wish I did not.
How did Netflix have that on their freaking app?
You know, Shudder has all three.
We're Apple. We're Apple, folks.
Apple.
I used to be Android. I can't go back. I remember I got an iPhone before he did, right? And then I was trying to type something on his phone. I'm like, what is this, a time machine?
Yeah. Just weird.
Wrong Turn was pretty
Yo,
scary.
Wrong Turn.
Yo, a franchise that's underrated that y'all gotta check out is Hatchet. Victor Crowley.
Yes, Kane Hodder.
Kane Hodder, who played Jason, he plays Victor Crowley. It's a little goofy, but I like the continuity.
Actually, very underrated series. I like it. It's got some horror icons in it. It's like they get all the horror icons and they just put them in this series. It's actually pretty badass.
Have we watched the Deadpool movies? Yeah. Actually, no, I saw the first one. I didn't see the second or third one. I didn't see the one with Wolverine yet.
Yeah, same here.
Favorite director? Ooh.
Wes Craven's made some great movies. John Carpenter. The Thing's a great movie. The Thing from, what was it, 82?
Mm-hmm.
I keep telling him he's got to see it.
I never seen
He
The
won't
Thing.
see it. With Kurt Russell.
I know.
It's a damn good movie.
Probably Wes Craven.
He made a lot.
He made The Hills of Eyes. He made Scream. He made Nightmare on Elm Street. He made so many others. By the way,
It's an
that OG Freddy movie still scares the shit out. I don't get scared by horror movies no more because I've seen so many. That one, I don't know, it's just the music and the setting,
The scenes.
That takes so much to go into a movie. Music is very important. The setting is very important. That movie still gets to me, man. Still does. Halloween Story's getting old. He's been chasing his sister for 50 years. Like, he has no problem killing everyone else, but he can't kill his sister. Yeah, that was... Yeah. They milked the shit out of that. SpongeBob new episodes are so trash. I hate how it's too animated. It's so bouncy. It's like watching it on drugs or something.
I thought I seen that they went back to the old animation.
Did they?
Like they stopped the over animated crap.
Top 3 horror villains? Michael, in my opinion.
Jason.
Michael.
Michael, Freddie.
I guess I have to put Jason in there, don't I? He's got the most kills.
I mean, they're the top three, right? They're the top dogs.
Michael, Freddie, Chucky. Chucky's my guy. Chucky's my idol.
If you're not down with
I'm
that,
down with that.
we've got 2 words. for
Barbara
you.
FM with a 199. I don't see a join button for member.
All right, I got you. Give me a minute. The best Halloween 2 is the best out of the series.
The original Halloween 2.
Oh, the original. Yeah. I like the original Halloween over everything else, but
Yeah, the babysitter murders is what it was supposed to be.
the original Halloween 2 was very good. Give me a minute. I'm gonna try to get the what's it called? The link in it. Link in the called comment section.
Yes.
It's almost 2:00.
Yeah, we've been talking.
You know
we've been
what?
streaming
Fuck
for
it.
over 3 hours.
Fuck, we don't work in the morning.
I actually got something to do in the morning though.
I got 5. I'll get my 5 hours of sleep like I normally.
I
do.
might get less than that if I won't have to get up.
What did I do?
Did you send the right one?
No.
How?
All right.
Boom, boom.
There you go. There's the link. If y'all want to become a channel member, $1.99 a month. You guys get emotes in the chat. You guys get badges like Billy Maher got. I think 1 month you get the yellow era with the yellow diamond. 2 months is the red. 6 months is the blue. And then after a year, you get all 3.
All three.
Those are the badges. Candyman was a good one, yeah. Tony Todd, terrific actor.
May he rest in peace, man.
Another good movie he was in was the remake of Night of the Living Dead,
Yeah.
1990. Have you guys still not looked up Chris Webby? No, I have not. Should I?
Never heard.
He's a rapper.
Never heard.
Never heard. I might have to check him out, though. I'm always open to new music. Even though I don't like a lot of today's stuff. Chucky lost his fear for me. I'm more scared of Annabelle than Chucky. Yeah. See, I think the mystique of Chucky is he's supposed to look innocent. You don't think there's an issue.
Well, that goes for all possessed or killer doll movies.
Unchained says, you guys have yourselves a great day. I'm going to go to sleep now. Haha. Also, this account was originally Andrew Tate is the GOAT, if you guys remember. I thought the profile picture looked familiar. Unhinged, we appreciate you as always, man. Thanks for always stopping by.
Thank you, man.
You guys have a letterbox. We'll love to see all the movie reviews on there if you do. No, don't have a letterbox. No. Blumhouse Productions are a must-watch. Yeah, they are. Yo, A24. Shout out to A24. They make terrific movies. They just bought the Texas Chainsaw series. And I was a big fan of the whole X, Pearl, and Maxine series. That was a good series.
That was a good series.
A24 has a lot of good movies, man. They make a lot of great movies.
Hereditary.
Dude.
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
Didn't they make Talk to Me
Yeah.
with the hand?
Talk to Me was
that
good.
that was
Talk
was
to
good.
Me was good. Like they're rewriting. Like they're you know, horror has peaks. 80s was peak. 90s had a downfall up until Scream. 2000s just had, you know, kind of feeding off of what the 80s and 90s were doing. 2010s was all just paranormal, ghost stuff, Paranormal Activity, The Conjuring. They're all the same. Exorcist movies, they're all the same.
Speaking of which, the Last Rites movie, Conjuring, came out.
I did hear that was good. The second Conjuring's the best in my opinion.
I've heard, by the way, yes. I mean, that movie was goated. I have not heard anything about Last Rites because I want to genuinely be surprised.
Run the ball!
You know what I mean?
We will. Barbara FN just became an STL
Officially.
member.
Officially.
Yeah, buddy.
Shout out to Barbara FN,
Do I have
man.
a sound bite for that?
I don't think we do.
Yeah!
There we go. There we go.
There you go. Hereditary, that moment the mom getting lost, fucked me up.
Possessed.
Possessed, yeah. or when she's up in the attic with the fucking cord.
Yeah, it's just a very
Or
eerie
when
movie.
or when the kid is driving the car and then.
No spoilers.
No, I won't.
I will tell you, like,
Dude.
there was silence in the room.
There's not many times I watch a movie and my jaws drop and it's so quiet.
Or just your eyes widen and they stay there.
There's only 2 movies that I can recall that I felt that way. One was Hereditary, and the second was probably The Sixth Sense because of the ending.
Dude, the goosebumps I got.
Dude, I've never felt colder watching a movie ever than when that.
By the way,
ending.
shout out to Bruce Willis.
Dude, that's so sad. Bruce Willis is
Just he's a favorite of mine. Just
me
a great
too.
actor.
We grew up on him. Die Hard.
Loved him in Die Hard.
Die Hard. John McClane.
NYPD.
One of the greatest action actors or action characters ever.
Love the third one. Love the third one, dude. Great freaking movie.
Browser extension.
That's a series we got to rewatch. It's been a minute.
What?
Die Hard.
Oh yeah.
Maybe around Christmas.
Sure.
It's a Christmas movie.
Top 3 gonna have the biggest impact on Sunday. I love how this conversation's going everywhere. Top 3 they're gonna have the biggest impact. DK, Ramsey. The third one's always the toughest.
A-Rod. Warren. Watt. Watt's got a favorable matchup. Watt's got a favorable matchup.
Yeah. I was never the same after Monster House. Monster House was a good movie. Monster House was a good movie. Hope you goats can stream more often. It's really amazing how you guys keep this up for so long. That's because you guys, man. The engagement keeps coming. We keep talking. Although we are going to have to get off stream here because it is definitely getting
It's
late.
almost 2 o'clock in the
I know
morning.
you got to get up early for a workout.
Yes, I do.
And, bro, I could stay up I could pull an all night if we could. You know, why don't you get out of here? Go to bed. I'm kidding.
I ain't leaving you.
All right, but we'll finish off with this one. Most overrated movie. Whoa, my God. Is any movie in general?
I don't know. Never saw Back to the Future. I know he did. I didn't.
I love the Back to the Future movies. I only saw all 3 of them only once, back to back to back.
Overrated. I don't know.
Jurassic Park. I never saw
seen
Jurassic
it. We got a lot of movies.
Park. Never saw Star Wars. You see where my priorities lie.
I never cared for Star Wars. I didn't.
Me neither.
I did. I still
Me
don't.
neither.
Sorry, I don't.
Me neither.
I know he's the father. That's all I need to know.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna have to agree with Star Wars. But I never seen it.
I never seen it.
So I feel like it's not a fair judgment of mine. Most overrated. I'm trying to think. Because I've seen a lot. It's crazy. It's crazy. You see so much, and you're thinking, how did I watch all those movies? Like if you collect all the movies you can think of in your head, you're probably wounding up in the hundreds. It's crazy. We've seen all that. Like all the time we have in the world. Maybe not as much anymore because we're adults, but we've seen all of them. And I can't think of the most overrated. The most overrated I've seen. Yo, I'm stumped. Rob, please, I gotta piggyback off you.
Dog, I'm thinking here.
Polar Express. Yeah, I never cared for it. It's not in my rotation.
Apparently,
for
apparently
Christmas
Tom
season.
Hanks voiced every person.
Did he?
I guess I don't know. I didn't care.
Yo, Dry, why are you always coming up with the hardest questions? Broad of a subject?
Never heard of it.
Too broad of a subject? Yeah, I never heard of it either. You guys ever watch a movie so disappointed you want a refund? Bro. Yes. Oh my God. There was this, The movie The Monkey, most recently.
Which is another Stephen King adaptation.
That's
a short story.
I didn't care for it. I didn't care for it. I was like, what's going on here? Yo, the movie I Saw the TV Glow is up there with some of the most boring shit.
God, they were not sucking me into that story.
Dude, that movie sucked.
I can't think of a movie. Shoot.
I'm going to go in a violent nature based off of the hype that I heard. I only watched it because of the hype. That movie sucked. I'll cheat my way out on that one. Goated movie, Forrest Gump. The Mask was good, yes. Got Jim Curry started.
Shawshank Redemption is my favorite movie.
Shawshank Redemption's a great movie.
The Shining is my favorite horror movie. Stephen King.
What
I'm a big Stephen King mark. I get it from my mother. She loves Stephen King.
Yeah, I know. Any Jim Carrey movie is goated. Any Jim Carrey movie is goated. Any Adam Sandler movie is goated. Any Chris Farley movie is goated.
Yeah,
Who's another one?
Tommy Boy's goated.
Who's another one? Mike Myers. Austin Powers. Right?
Yeah, baby. Did I say it right?
No. No, you said it.
Hold on.
You said it in the most timidest way possible. Bro, like you were so silent.
Hold on.
No energy.
Yeah, baby.
There you go.
There we go.
Longest Yard's a great
It's
movie.
late, bro. Give me a break.
Longest Yard's a great movie. Ace Ventura 2 in Africa.
When When Nature Calls?
I've seen that movie so many times. It's been a while.
Oh, that damn monkey.
Liar Liar was a terrific one.
That damn monkey, though.
So was Evan Almighty was another good one. You know what's a Jim Carrey movie I never saw? The Truman Show.
No.
I've never seen it, but I've always heard it was good. Never seen it. We can continue all night, man. We really could.
It's 2:00, bro.
I know. I'm sorry. I know. E.T. is probably the oldest movie I've watched. E.T. was good. The oldest movie I've ever watched.
The oldest movie?
Probably Wizard of Oz. Well, it was made in the 30s.
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore 2 was better than I expected. Yes, it was. Yes.
I enjoyed it.
All right, I'll leave it out here with y'all. I'll give y'all a movie suggestion. Okay? Reanimator. Watch it. If you haven't seen it, you need to watch it. If you're not into that gore shit, then don't watch it. But y'all need to watch it. Yes, I've seen Dead Alive. I saw it as a kid. I saw it. That woman with her ear in the soup. Yeah. No. Killed it for me.
God, talk about body horror.
I still remember the VHS cover.
Here, I'll throw out a recommendation. The Frighteners.
Frighteners is a great one.
That was a damn good movie,
Michael
bro.
J. Fox, terrific actor.
My God, that was a good movie.
Yeah.
That was a really good movie.
Yeah, 2004 when the Saw craze began. Yeah. Final score prediction before we leave. Gorilla, thank you. I'm glad you said that. Give me the Pittsburgh Steelers win 27-16.
Pittsburgh Steelers 24-17.
There you go. There you have it. With that being said, we're getting on out of here. Thank you guys so much. It's been a long night. It's been a long stream, longer than we anticipated. But you know what? I'm glad we could always sit, chit-chat, and interact with you guys. Thank y'all so much, man. You guys already know. We'll be live Sunday, technically tomorrow. 2 sleeps from now, but tomorrow we will be live for the Seahawks versus Steelers. Week 2 matchup, home opener. We need to get a dub. We need to beat the Seahawks. We need to advance to 2-0, man. You guys have a great rest of your night. Thank y'all so much. Follow us on the socials. Check out the links down in the description box below. Thank y'all so much. Have a great night. And see you tomorrow for game time, for game day. Yeah, buddy.
DK's revenge game, brother.
That's right.
Still on that revenge tour. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later. Peace!
If you're not down,
No. We got one more. Go back.
Joey, we were at 199. I lost against my uncle 3 times in a row. Any advice?
Yeah, bro. Listen, I got one.
Run the ball!
Unplug his controller. Oh, shit.